Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Dan and Bob Video Game. Computer, right-click, hack drone.
No, I can't do that.
Chris Wolfhard.
Stones grind upon the 7 portals.
And Dr. Aggro.
Grok, is this game canceled?
Here on GigaBoots.
Yeah, that trailer's nice. I'm gonna have to cancel that game.
You made an AI assistant sound like Tim Meadows.
Yeah, we thought it was the only way it could be likable. We looked at every possible timeline. This was the only one where we win.
This is why states are starting to ban AI therapists. It's like, I wasn't listening, but you should try doing it in the butt.
Yeah, how do we legislate this? How do we do it? How do we do it? You can't control that. It's too strong. Wow. How's it going, everybody? This is last week. We apparently only missed making the longest episode of Big Think Dimension ever by 5 minutes, and I've never been more pissed in my life.
Yeah, because we sure as fuck aren't getting that close this week.
Or anytime soon, I'm gonna guess.
I believe in us.
Yeah.
The next time we have
Stop believing in us.
This is gonna have to. The new biggest episode of Big Think Dimension will be when the new Xbox comes out and starts causing house fires.
It's going to be a random week when we just happen to not record another podcast that week. That's what I found out. It's just going to be like, it's not going to be a spectacular event.
Because here's the thing, for anyone who hasn't pieced it together, if you're seeing an over 5-hour episode of Big Thing, we didn't record another podcast that day. That's how we had the energy.
What we learned is that we will always podcast the same length of time, no matter how many podcasts there actually are.
Our podcasting throughput is a goldfish, okay? And if you give it a larger container, it will fill it. Now, we only have this work day. So no matter how many different podcasts we record, still the same size fish.
Obviously, we just need to meet at noon and only record Big Think. And it'll be the longest Big Think ever made.
Bob, why are you leaning into Aggro's fetish like this? That is disgusting and vile. Meeting at noon and only doing one podcast?
I know, it's disgusting.
No,
right?
this is a tainted kink. He took something that I'm really into and mixed in something that I do not at all enjoy.
What, you don't want the 10-hour Big Think? I
do
don't
not.
understand why not.
God, I think that would be a fun challenge. Like, we all have to prepare material for the round table to try and make it organically reach 10 hours.
I would own that. I could do this. That would be easy. I would prepare so many talking points. Just shit that I have wanted to talk about on a podcast and have had no format to do
I hope you motherfuckers are ready for the entire Trojan War.
I prepared reviews of 150 different isekai series. Okay, here we go.
Silly me, I want to talk about video games.
How dare you? You know that we don't do that here.
By the end, it becomes that episode of King of the Hill where Hank has to do a filibuster to get them to take out low-flow toilets.
I somehow forgot that
And
was...
it's just him reading Peggy's unbelievably uninteresting foibles for like 4 hours.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I have, we hardly ever talk about Trip Hawkins. We could talk so much about one of the most influential people in the history of video games. Because we never had any reason to talk about Trip Hawkins.
Is this one of those people who made a microcomputer game in Europe?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not because it didn't involve Smith or Mitchell. or some incredibly British sounding word like tumblies. Trip Hawkins is based. Thank you, me. Me gets it. Me gets that Trip Hawkins is actually fucking based, but we don't have enough time to talk about it. Only a 10-hour Big Think Dimension has time to talk about Trip Hawkins. This is going to be the shortest Big Think we've ever done this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, chat, do the research. How long is the
Wait.
shortest Big
Where's the pause in that sentence? This is going to be the shortest Big Think we've ever done this week.
I know we have ones from very early on where they're back when they were edited that are 90 minutes, but only count live ones.
Yeah, that's cheating.
That is cheating.
The editing is really, really cheating. We're aware of how much it's cheating. You aren't.
Mm-hmm.
We're experts. I didn't play anything. I don't like video games.
That's fair.
No.
Video games kind of suck.
I only watched movies like Superman 1 and Superman 2 and Superman 3 and Supergirl. And let me tell you, every YouTube video I watched that referenced Supergirl could not describe the movie to save their life. And I'm like, man, why are all these people so shit at describing this? Then I watched it and now I too have joined them.
Because that's like 4 movies in a trench coat.
Okay,
Yes.
so you know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've
Supergirl-
seen it. No, they rewrote the shit out of that movie.
You can tell. That is like a whole movie existed there before. Then it was made about Superman, kind of. And then there's this whole third layer abstraction thing shunted in the middle.
That movie is, it's wild.
It's worth watching because of how wild it is, but it is also not good.
Yeah, it's so close to being really good, honestly, just because of how weird it is, but it is not a good film. Many times it feels like she's making up the connection to Superman in it,
She's
which
just
is
lying, though.
hilarious. Just like,
I'm his cousin.
are you making that up right now? Did you come up with that on the spot?
Like, that's a thing. You've got to wonder it doesn't happen more in the DC universe. Somebody just in another city like, I'm Superman's cousin. You don't want to fuck with me.
It's DC does have the unbelievably funny thing with Wonder Girl, the first Wonder Girl, Donna Troy, where so they were doing Teen Titans for the very first time.
Okay.
And they needed all these sidekick characters to be on the Teen Titans. So you had Robin and you had Speedy, the Green Arrow's sidekick, and there was a couple more. And they were like, well, the Wonder Woman comics have a Wonder Girl. We'll use her. What they didn't know was that is not a sidekick. That is young Wonder Woman through time travel. So they accidentally created a character that had no origin or backstory, and that is what every single story about Donna Troy has been about for the past 40 years, and they're all bad.
That's pretty great. Or terrible.
I think at one point she was like a princess from Atlantis with a magic seashell, or that might have been Power Girl. There was a point in time where they wanted Power Girl to be unrelated to Superman, I think.
Jesus.
I had no idea Power Girl was related to Superman.
Yeah, she's Supergirl.
Oh, is that right?
She is an aged up Cadmus clone of Supergirl.
Huh.
I think that's just the cartoon.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, depending on which source you're reading.
Someone in chat believes that Big Think Dimension number 165, quote, Leon Kennedy's sensual death rattle is the shortest Big Think Dimension that is alive at 1 hour and 28 minutes.
That is pretty short.
Now, were all of us on it, or was somebody sick? Because that also doesn't count.
Yeah, that is a curious question if we were all on it.
To clarify on Power Girl, she is Supergirl from Earth 2.
Okay.
Do you remember which crisis that happened during? Because I think in the first crisis they just kill Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl died fighting the Anti-Monitor in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Power Girl was already established when that happened.
For people who don't know anything about the Supergirl movie, Supergirl is hanging out in an ideal society that's kind of like Krypton, but not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy hands her an orb that is super infinite power that powers the whole city. She accidentally yeets it into space. We'll just call it space for now. And he goes, and then the police come up and they're like, we're going to have to throw your ass in the Phantom Zone for losing the fucking infinite energy that powers our society. He goes, fair. And then Supergirl flies out the window after it and goes to normal space because the place that was all happening isn't Krypton, it's inner space.
Mm-hmm.
And she ends up in a lake on Earth. And then the rest of the movie is about how an evil magic lady received the orb. Not magic in like a DC way. Magic in a evil, bitchy, catty, like 1980s film. You'll understand why I'm saying that when I finish describing this. Sort of way. And she uses it to be a giant loathsome bitch. Screw over her mentor and love interest, ? Make the hottest guy in the world fall in love with her, who is just some landscaping dude.
Yeah, no,
he's real fucking hot. He's soap opera hot. It's really funny as shit. But she is really hell-bent on that. And then when she used the spell in order to do that, he was going to fall in love with the first person he opened his eyes and saw. So then we get a funny sequence of him bumbling down the road with his eyes closed and looking drunk and freaking out the whole way. And he's not really opening his eyes fully. And then a construction piece of equipment gets possessed by the evil witch to grab him and bring him back. No, this is all real. I have not embellished one bit of this. If anything, I'm underselling it. And the construction piece of equipment grabs him with the jaws and starts going back. And then, okay, so we haven't hit the craziest part. So about how I'm underselling it. At some point, Supergirl goes to a varsity softball game of an all-school college or high school, whatever. And she goes, I want to be like them. Walks behind 2 trees and instantly is wearing the school uniform and then just goes to school. And the movie becomes about that for like 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you first see the landscaping guy. And then later all that shit happens. So when... In at this high school, she rolls out the line like 5 times in the movie. She's like, I'm Superman's cousin. But this time she's like, I'm Clark Kent's cousin. And it's like, it doesn't even seem like you knew Clark Kent / Super. Like, you didn't sound like you came to Earth. Earth is new to you. Why do you know that's his alias?
Yeah,
How does any of this make sense? But she becomes friends with, what was it, Lois Lane's cousin?
Lois, either little sister or cousin. Probably cousin.
I don't remember.
They have to be related in some way.
And weirdly enough, she's dating, what is it, Jimmy?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
I don't
It's so weird to just say his first name. What's the photographer's
Jimmy
name?
Olsen?
Yes.
Olsen. It's so weird to just call him Jimmy. It just feels empty. Like someone's going to come up and be like, Neutron? No. Anyway. So we get scenes... The first 3 Superman's films, they kept doing like KFC, just everywhere, right? And then Supergirl happens and they're like Popeyes. And that becomes a central important location for the movie, as all of that shit I was just describing with the construction equipment and the dude, that all happens right outside the Popeyes. So plenty of shots of the Popeyes, plenty of shots of her rushing to the bathroom in the Popeyes to change into her outfit, a lady being in the way, and she's like, sorry, I just gotta hurry. And the lady coming out of the bathroom goes, yeah, that's a familiar experience. And I'm like, did they accidentally write a Popeyes gives you diarrhea joke into the movie that's clearly getting paid by Popeyes? What the hell is going on? So anyway, she then rescues the guy from the construction equipment. She stops the vehicle from going out of control. The guy opens his eyes and falls in love with her. And so she has a bit of rivalry with the queen over this one hot guy, which ultimately culminates in her creating a giant mountain castle in the middle of fucking wherever this is. and becoming a super witch who takes over the police to rule this small town.
Yeah, there's like a total of 2 scenes where she's enacted her police state. And there's even her planning to take over all the United States in one scene. But it's unclear.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to draw these circles, and each day we go further out.
Right.
This was her plan, and then she cast Supergirl into the Phantom Zone, and then she runs into that guy where she lost the orb, and he ended up in the Phantom Zone forever, and he's just like whatever about it. He's like, yeah, I deserve this. I suck. Everyone hates me, and I'm like, what is this movie? What did they cut? What is
so much, I assume.
So anyways, that is why the movie's indescribable. Because nothing cohedes to a single tangent or describable quality.
I was surprised that Jimmy Olsen was even actually the actor from the other movies.
I was happy for him. I'm like, I hope he got paid well.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Jimmy Olsen's getting the paycheck. Very interesting to watch. Not a good movie. Very bizarre. Weirdly enough, aggro. The witch's number one assistant, like the person who hangs out. Oh my god,
she's the sidekick witch.
There's a sidekick friend. I don't know if she ever casts any magic,
but she dresses like a witch too. Okay,
I think Bob's just being sexist. The part I forgot to mention is that they hang out in an abandoned theme park ride. Her house is just built into that.
Like a single ride?
Yeah, it just seemed to be a single ride. Like, it's a part of the weird, like, what you would expect that you walk through here and spooky things pop up. Mm-hmm. Because her house, her living room leads directly into that. But they hang out in there. Aggro, her number 2 is Johnny Bravo's mother. So, I heard her voice and instantly went, I know that voice.
Okay, I couldn't tell if you meant like the actor or the aesthetic.
The actor, and frankly,
either is kind of based.
Yeah, the aesthetic also, honestly. Jesus, I did not expect that.
Yeah, I honestly do recommend you check out Supergirl 1984. It's crazy. There's nothing quite like it. I love that she just has her massive mountain that she's made for only like a couple shots.
It's really great because there's a shot where, Supergirl's schoolmate is talking to Jim, and he's like, where did that mountain come from? And he's like, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean? You didn't see it come up? And he's like, it's a mountain.
I gotta say, the Supergirl 1984's depiction of a depressive police state sounds a lot more fun than George Orwell's 1984 depiction of a depressive police state.
It's true. Yeah, nope, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Bob, how did you enjoy watching Superman 1, 2, and 3? Okay.
I feel bad that I think 3 is my favorite of those.
Is that the one with Nuclear Man, or is that 4?
No, that's 4.
That's 4. 3 is the one with Richard Pryor.
And evil Superman that Superman strangles to death.
Don't feel bad, Bob. That movie's special.
That movie is...
Okay, so now I need to explain something about Supergirl that will maybe make the movie make a slightly more sense with the inner space, outer space shit.
One sec. I think Superman 3 is the most enjoyable movie of the 3. I think I like 2 slightly more. It's like a slightly better film, but like 3's insane.
Technically a better film in some ways, but oh my god, 3 has way more memorable sequences in
like Richard Pryor falling off of a fucking building wearing skis, and it's like, well, he was wearing skis, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. The second one has him say kneel before Zod several times, and I sit there and stare at Zod's actor and go, the nostalgia critic was just born to play this man. They should just get him the head shape. There's just something about the head shape.
He does have a very similar shape of face.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, let me see this. I haven't seen Zod from Superman 2
Some of it may be in Zod's performance and how much it comes across as the nostalgia critic acting.
Yeah, he looks like he's going for a Vincent Price kind of thing. I don't get nostalgia critic just from how he looks.
It may be in the performance. Maybe someone needs.
I might have to watch
Chris.
Superman 2 and check.
and a nostalgia critic review. Obviously, you need them next to each other.
I have seen plenty of those.
But have you seen him playing Zod?
I don't think he did that.
He did that.
I'll go watch all his Superman reviews then.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I got 100 milligram edible. It'll be fun.
yeah. Somehow his performance of Kneel before Zod, like when he says it is just the lamest thing ever.
No, it's great.
It's kind of insane.
before Zod.
Was it better? Was it better or worse than when it happens in Mallrats?
I actually don't remember how it was in Wall. I should remember
think
Mallrats
I forget
better
if
than
it's
Nostalgia Critic.
if it's Jay or if it's like the Jason Lee character where they hit someone in the stomach with a baseball bat and they fall over and then he like raises the bat above his head and says, "Kneel before Zod."
Yeah, that's Jason Mewes, all right. I don't think Jason Lee said it in that one. Yeah.
I should watch all of the Kevin Smith movies and to definitively rank them because I've only seen 3.
Let me head you off of the pass. Guess what we'll probably do as a podcast after Gamers Go to the
Yeah, but that's like 8 years from now. By then they'll be fresh again, and he'll have made 3 more.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, like, if we do a Kevin Smith movie podcast, he will just notice us. You know that, right?
That's why we need to do it now while he's still around and healthy.
Bob's like, we can't wait 8 years. He might be dead.
But Supergirl.
That's, by the way, how we open every episode. The Kevin Smith podcast that records now before he's dead. Anyways,
I thought you were going to say
Supergirl?
talking about Supergirl, which would also be very Kevin Smith core with how he much he loves comic books, to the extent that hey Kevin Smith, I'm calling you out directly. Why did you name your daughter after a character you want to bone? That's weird.
Because
that's weird, right? I'm not wrong for thinking that is strange.
Because it's empowering. Ignore
I
empowering.
don't think being
is
named
the last...
Harley Quinzel is
you don't think
empowering.
So? You don't think of the word empowering the first thing when you think of Harley Quinn?
No. Mostly nowadays I think of Reddit.
It's just his favorite comic book girl.
Yeah.
That's not weird.
Like I forget if it was I think it was Paul Dini. I think it was Paul Dini who had the super huge boner for Zatanna, the magic girl, so he married a stage magician who looks exactly like her.
Hell yeah, good for him.
Right?
That's good for him.
That is a man who knows what he wants. He sets his goals and he goes out and achieves them.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing to how Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, married the lady who played Nami in stage plays.
I'm so happy for these people. I don't Anyway, back on the Kevin Smith naming thing. Look, I could name 12 million worse nerd names to give your daughter. Like, I think going with Harley Quinn's probably better than going with Leia. I feel like Leia's a worse choice.
It wouldn't be as strange. I mean, here's one that would be worse. Kitty. Like Kitty Pryde, that would be worse.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for that brief sliver of girls who were named Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Oh, especially if they're white. Now, anyway, Supergirl. In the original conceit of Supergirl was from the city of Argos.
Okay.
Which was a city on Krypton, and her dad was a fucking weirdo germaphobe freak, so he put the entire city inside a giant hermetically sealed dome. And then when Krypton blew up, it just flew out into space in one chunk.
Yeah, they should have done that in the movie. They didn't, though.
And then and I think it has the hilarious aspect a little later on. I forget if this was part of the original description or came later, where it's like, because kryptonite is the original pieces of Krypton irradiated by space energy. Like, it's not just pieces of Krypton.
Okay.
All right.
So that happened to the ground that Argo City was on, so they pulled up the entire city and put down sheets of lead and put the city back down on it.
That's wild.
Okay.
I was gonna say, weirdly enough, the hermetically sealed thing does actually match up with how that city looks in the movie.
Right. They clearly made the city design kind of like that, but then they forgot to write the movie. Period.
Keep in mind, in case we're not really getting it across, that city is in that movie for one scene.
I think it's incredible and shows
so it's
how
not like Superman 1.
No, where it's the
Yeah.
first 40 minutes or whatever, first 20.
It's crazy how like clearly this movie had cuts. She gets in this device that launches her out of the city, and then she pops out of the lake on Earth in the Supergirl outfit already. Like, that's how wild it is. Just like, why is any of this happening? No explanation. They even have a weird line of like, oh yeah, when she leaves the inner space, she changes biologically and she'll be a different person. It's like, what are you talking about? And that never comes up again.
Yeah.
Luckily.
No, it's really weird. It's really fucking weird. Whereas Superman 4 is just depressing. I'm not even sure we're going to watch it, but Bob should know about Nuclear Man.
You're right. I need to know about Nuclear Man.
And then we get to watch Superman Returns, the Superman movie that makes the kiss that makes you forget even weirder than it already was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget that that's supposed to be a sequel to these.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to 2. They cut off 3 and 4 because, of course,
They're silly.
I wonder how 3 did, ticket sales wise.
I mean, they made a 4 and they made a Supergirl. So maybe
They made a
okay.
4 while running out of money.
That's true. But I mean,
but they did
at
make
what
a
point in
Supergirl.
Can's history were they not running out of money?
Never,
Okay.
as it turns out.
It made a lot less than Superman 2. It only made, but it still seems like it doesn't seem like it bombed.
So what I'm hearing is this is all Superman 2's fault because 3 was great.
Obviously.
Stellar film. The film's just full of Richard Pryor going, I don't know, computers. This is crazy. I guess I'm really good at this. That's it. And then magic shit happens because of the computer. Like the two people who stand in a walking street sign, they fight each other. The red guy comes out of the red part and the white guy comes out of the white part and they fight in the middle.
God. At some point, Superman 3 has to have been about Brainiac. And then that was cut out. That's the only way that it makes any sense.
So anyway, I didn't really play any games other than what we streamed last Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Streamed Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate. That's a fantastic game. I did not remember the insanely high requirement of getting all the extras in order to beat the game.
Yeah, maybe we should only have played the first game in that collection.
Possibly, maybe. As a game player, it's like, ooh, so much. Delightful. But as a stream, maybe we didn't need the 9+ hours or whatever it ended up being.
Eating all the eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched you play the first one. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty neat. And then I watched you play the second one. I said, sometimes the first one's enough.
It really was that, shareware model feel.
Right.
Where it's like, get the first 3 volumes. Get even more. And it's like, dude, you just gave me 50 levels. At what point am I like, this is not enough? I need more. That game's really good. The soundtrack's amazing. Really neat mechanics. I love Q games and I love Pixel Junk games. Yeah, I don't know. If you didn't see it, you missed out. I think most people should be more aware of that. It's on multiple platforms. It's on PC. It's on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it on PS5, but it'll be weird occasionally. We switched users while the game was booted and then rebooted the game, and it just locked up every time we did that.
Yeah, it was worrying.
Yeah, so that's why we played on an original PS4 for the first time in almost 5 whole years.
Yeah.
That was the first time we've had to do that first stream in almost 5 whole years.
PS4's still working. That's good.
Yeah. No, as it turns out, they're not. You still have a PS4. Yeah, why would I get rid of it? There's certain things that you can do on a PS4, legitimately or otherwise, that might be advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Agent Anna Roland in chat. So Pixel Junk Shooter 2 Kirby's Dream Land 3 did aggro play a game where you have to eat all the eggs to see the ending. Aggro, did you play a game where you have to?
I ate a lot of eggs, but that and the video gaming was completely separate.
These were two separate actions. They had nothing. Oh, I see. I don't think that qualifies.
I would assume not.
Bob, maybe we need to compensate tomorrow while we're streaming. You need to eat a bunch of eggs.
I mean,
Like
you guys eat protein bars.
boiled.
Yeah, you guys eat protein bars a lot. I can just imagine Bob being like, okay, I brought 12 hard-boiled eggs. That's what I'm gonna eat over the course of this stream.
Just straight up Cool Hand Luke in it. Just oh.
We'll do the Ellen Brown recipe for the soft boiled or whatever in the oven.
Yeah, in the oven.
And then we'll just throughout the stream, just salt an egg, eat an egg.
We've had worse ideas.
We've had worse ideas, like the idea last week.
It's a drinking game, but instead of taking a shot, you eat an entire hard-boiled egg.
I think I might be able to do better there. Nowadays, I cannot hold my liquor. I lost too much weight. I feel like I might be better with the eggs.
Well, I'll probably get like 10 and be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
And I'm like, sorry, Bob, we made 36. Yeah, last Friday, God, what did we do?
We ordered the calzone.
We had the Costco calzone. And it's like, the dough was fine. It was fine. But the filling had a distinctly Chef Boyardee sweetness to it and fakeness to it. That was incredibly
That's weird.
depressing.
You think it would be the exact same stuff as their pizzas.
It probably is, but it just is worse in that format to me.
Is it?
They don't even
Maybe
have that
it's a
stuff for
thing-
their pizza, so I think it's a totally different set. Like they don't do sausage and bacon and stuff on their pizza. They only do pepperoni.
But they probably use the same sauce.
I don't even know because it doesn't taste like the pizza
I mean,
sauce.
it could be a thing where like they have to bake it for longer because it's not flat. You know, it's not open, and if you cook pizza sauce too long, it can become very lasagna-y in how it tastes. So maybe it's that.
Yeah, that was not great. And then I immediately followed that up with the notorious Tosh protein coffee powder we talked about last week on Big Think Dimension. And that was terrible. It was like drinking the sweetener in a protein bar with almost no other flavor.
Yeah, I also tried that. It is nowhere near as bad as I thought it'd be based on Dan's description.
Well, it doesn't help that my initial reaction was to me using warm hot water, and then it flaked.
Yeah, no, that's really gross.
I was chugging a liquid with chunks of artificial sweetener protein powder in it. Now, admittedly, I did make it with ice cold water after that, and I still absolutely fucking hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it. Spiff is in chat screaming it's fine, and it's absolutely positively palatable compared to regular coffee. Bob, would you rather have that compared to a regular coffee?
No, but I understand the sense there just because it's like it's nothing like regular coffee. It doesn't have bitterness, it doesn't have sourness, it has nothing like that. It tastes like fake coffee with a bunch of fake sweeteners.
It doesn't even taste that much like fake coffee. I've had so many like fake coffees. And like this doesn't even taste like it's going for that. It just tastes like artificial sweet. It's vile. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm like, I hate it, but I also hate literally everything with artificial sweeteners. And to me, it's just like another one of those. It's like if I were to drink a like Coke Zero or a Coke Diet Coke, it's like, yeah, no, this is gross. It's the same as that kind of gross.
But usually those have other flavors going on in them at all. Whereas this has none that I could detect.
That's how I feel with the diet sodas. It's like, yep, that tastes like that one fake sweetener. No, thank you.
So what I'm hearing is this is only good to people who might drink a diet soda ever and absolutely hate coffee and want to own coffee by giving this, say, a 6 out of 10. So there you go. There's the market for that. Yeah, so between those two things, last Friday's meal plan was the worst. I'll take the egg plan over that. That
absolutely.
That will go better.
That will be better.
I am certain that would go better. I don't think there's anything else to talk about there. I haven't been doing much gaming-wise in the last week. Been a little bit too busy. Bob, what have you been playing?
I did play a few things. I finished up Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Okay, how's that going?
That was pretty cool. I found it pretty nice that at a certain point in the game, it's like, yeah, just kill the CIA now.
I mean,
you just have to sometimes, right?
right? Like it comes down to it sometimes.
I honestly thought that there was like, well, we're fighting the CIA now. Clearly, I won't still see them fly in half when I hit them, right? No, they still do that.
Good. That is, in fact, important.
Something I was super surprised about. You get alternate costumes in this pixel art game. So that means they had to draw all of these, like, basically redo the whole pixel art for various costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Which I assume they're working on updates because one of them is incomplete and one of the animations just is still the old costume.
That's good stuff.
There are also some other weird glitches. You collect golden scarabs and crystal skulls throughout the game. It gave me the trophy for getting all the crystal skulls when I had like 5 that I hadn't found. So I don't know what's up with that.
Okay.
Very weird.
That's very funny. Do they are the skulls tied to them giving you the extra levels? Like you have to get all the skulls in the level to unlock it?
No, the extra levels are from finding the scroll hidden in the level.
Ah, I thought that was like you get some kind of ninja art from that, but I guess not.
You get a extra like buyable item, be it a ninja art or a like one of the stat buffing ones, by hitting a certain rank for that level, and it shows you on the rank bar.
Yeah, that they show that, but I thought
Mm-hmm.
the scrolls were also one. But that's good to know because I'm like, why am I missing 3 and 4?
Yeah, you just got to go back, and luckily it shows you on that menu like where you're missing them.
Now, developers of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, please update the game with 2 small changes for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
One, let me change my sub weapon at a statue at a checkpoint.
Yeah, no, that really needs to be the case.
You made a lot of sub weapons, and I'm sorry, but a lot of them are bad.
Yeah, no, I ended up just being like, oh, the Kama is the best one, the one I start with.
I used the rotating blades the whole game.
Are those the one that like the cross?
No, it's the one. It's like it forms 4 blades around you and spins.
Yeah, that.
And every time I switched off it, I'm like, this is bad. The windmill shuriken is bad. The grenade is bad. The grenade would be good if it didn't take like half your bar.
Yeah, no.
And option 2, if let me do the thing where I aura farm while moving, like when you sacrifice health to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, you're already taking the damage hit for it. Why don't they let you do it while moving? I don't know.
Every time I would have wanted to use that in a boss fight or something, I didn't because I would have had to stand still.
Mm-hmm.
I did beat it, and if these 2 changes happen, I will play it on hard. Probably even if just the sub weapon the change happens.
Something I found really annoying is if you want to go back to a stage and collect something you missed, like a scroll or a skull or whatever, you need to beat the stage for it to count. You can't just quit out.
Oh, that's not fun. That's bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What other game were we talking about where it did that? And I was like, why do you fucking do this? I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
I got the thing, dude. I already beat the level. Cut it out.
I was that one of the versions of Shovel Knight that had that issue? Because I feel like that's something.
It feels like it probably was that. Probably. Yeah, no, that's always annoying. Like at that point, just fucking you need to make that clear up front so that way I do just every level go through and get everything.
Mm-hmm. which luckily most of the stuff is pretty well signaled, but it just made me
Yes.
feel really bad when I was like, well, I need to go all the way through this level. I can't get that one thing. It was just funny because the trophies will pop in the level. So you can technically leave the level and be like, well, I got the trophy. I just don't actually have the thing.
That's true. That's true.
Which
It's like a
is-
poorly made retro achievement set.
Yeah, I feel like it feels like a glitch.
Right. Of course.
Like that's how it feels because it even will be like it'll even show it on certain parts of the menu that you already have it, and other parts that will say you don't have it. So I'm like, this is maybe a little hot. Maybe you should have waited a little while before you launched this. And I also beat it. Minor spoilers. There is an extra ending if you beat it on hard mode.
Gasp.
So,
I knew that would be the case as soon as I saw the first ending.
So I beat it on hard mode too. I didn't get the extra ending because to get that you need to go through a boss rush mode.
Wow.
And it's not a normal boss rush mode. It's a boss rush mode where you choose one of the characters and don't have the full power set. So it takes away
That's bad.
Yeah, it takes away your sub weapon. It takes away like
Your rage art.
the rage art. It feels just ridiculous because they took away most of the mechanics that made the game like
The
playable.
whole point of the bosses is that they alternate spitting out the different colored auras. So half of them you just won't be able to use.
well, they won't do that anymore. Now it's all the same aura.
Oh, okay,
but
that's
it's-
good at least.
It's still
But
just
yeah, I don't have my sub weapon. I don't have my rage art. I don't have these other things. Like I hate shit like that.
Yeah, and also it nerfs your damage output insanely because what I was doing during my hard mode run especially is I mapped the shuriken button to the L1 button so I can mash that and square at the same time, and you do attack, and you do the melee attack and the long range attack at once, and it basically doubles your damage output. And you can't do that because you don't have the two characters. I'm like, this is just terrible.
Yeah.
And there's no checkpoints in it anywhere.
And they make you do every boss.
Every boss.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of bosses
That's
in
like
this game.
12.
Right, there's like one in every single level. So that's really frustrating. Honestly, the hard mode run was a lot of fun. The hard mode run, they redid like enemy placements throughout every level. They redid basically every boss fight structure. Like the ones that they couldn't adjust the actual boss pattern for, they readjusted the area design to make it harder. Like the first boss is like, yeah, now I have like a pit of fire in the middle of my stage. Deal with that. Like,
Yeah, I know. I played the first level on hard. And I'm like, wow, you sure added a lot of spikes that weren't here originally.
I feel like the first level actually goes kind of overboard on the difficulty and that the other stages aren't even that bad. Which is kind of crazy. You wouldn't expect them to just lead with that. I was also really hoping for more connections to Ninja Gaiden original NES. Because it kind of leads with that and makes a big deal of it, and that never comes up again. Just like, yeah, that was our explanation for Ryu not just dealing with this situation. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about Ragebound? Because I think that's pretty much it for me.
It's really good. If you like 2D platformers at all, you should go play this. I'm really happy that, like, obviously it is a high-end 2D game, but it's not that high-end. Levels aren't pounding you with set pieces that cost a lot of money and all have unique mechanics. It seems like they kind of made something structured like a Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like that. Like it's really good. Like despite my complaints about it, that's basically stuff that's like, man, you need to rebalance stuff at the end.
The final boss really reminded me of Prinny, I Want to Be the Hero.
Oh my god! All right,
Did you ever play that, Bob?
I did. I don't know if I beat it though.
Because the final boss of that game, the ideal thing you do to dodge a lot of his attacks is jump on him and ground pound him repeatedly, because it doesn't do any damage, but you bounce up off him. So when he does his like platform annihilating laser, you have to be bouncing on him to not get hit, and multiple parts of the final boss reminded me of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
when I beat him, I did have the you have a second form, right?
Yeah, I was convinced he was going to be even harder on hard mode, and he really wasn't. It's really funny that he pops up and he like the graphic design for his weak point is his ribcage busted open with his heart exposed. He just starts like that, which I thought was really weird. Like, was there originally a phase where he broke that open at first? Because now he does it like halfway through the fight where he replenishes it.
Yeah,
but it's just
maybe all those guys who got owned and inexplicably thought they could defeat the Demon Lord for reasons that are never all that clear. Maybe they somehow did it.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think he just goes around.
You almost never just get to see I may have broken the rules, but I'm keeping us safe. My horrible human experimentation was for the greater good. You almost never get to see that guy die horrifically and pathetically on screen. It's so casual. He doesn't achieve anything.
Yeah, no, it's not even close to achieving anything. Again, spoilers for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Not that you're really playing it for the story, because this is just a solid 2D action game. You don't need to have that through line. But yeah,
I didn't end up using the lunge very much.
it's like a really special scenario. I found like it doesn't do extra damage or anything, but it does when you have the charge for it. It hits a massive area.
Ah, so that's a good idea on how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
What like talismans did you use from the game through the game?
I mostly use the last stand one where you do extra damage when you're low health. And then on a hard mode run, I also use the one that gets you heal every time you kill someone with a higher combo than like 3.
I used that for my entire playthrough, and I later in the game I got the one that makes your shurikens go through enemies, and that one's also really good.
Yeah, that one honestly feels like it breaks certain things, so it's pretty neat. I did not get that in my hard mode run because you get that from one of the secret levels. And I was like, I don't need to do these on the hard mode run. That's okay. This game already took long enough, beating it twice in a row. Which I think I said on my save file for a hard mode run was 5 hours. So I was like, good lord.
Yeah, it isn't that many levels, but they're pretty decently sized, and you will die a lot on the bosses. I didn't die so much in the actual levels, except the pits.
It is worth noting, Bob and I got codes for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Chris actually bought his.
I did, yes. So if you can't trust Bob because he's a shill, you can trust me.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm here
Bob
to tell you every
definitely
Ninja game is good.
Yeah, Bob wouldn't have liked it. It's not because they paid him. It's just because it's a ninja game.
Yeah, like he's not a shill, he's a zealot.
There's a complete difference there. Did either of you have anything else you want to say, or can we move on?
I'm good to move on.
I'm excited to play that game.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm also excited to play Dynasty Warriors Origins. Might be more excited or less excited depending on how the news this week goes. We'll get to that later. Bob, what else have you been playing?
I also finally got to sit down and play a bit more Wuchang Fallen in Feathers.
Okay.
The story and stuff for this game is so Souls-like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, it's almost a parody of a Souls game level. Like, I know that this genre is becoming kind of like zombie movies for what you expect plot-wise. It's like, it's always the same thing. So there's a disease. It's causing people to lose their memories and turn into monsters.
A disease?
Yeah.
Okay.
The turning people into monsters disease is spreading rapidly.
Again?
And again.
When are we going to finally get over this?
So you also have the disease, and you are also losing your memories, of course. So the whole world is slowly descending into madness. But you know, it's ancient China, so it's different looking. It doesn't look exactly like Bloodborne. It just sounds very much like it.
Does it look exactly like ancient Roman?
It does not look like ancient Roman.
Okay, damn.
And just so there's no confusion, Wuchang is just the name of the main character. There's no other. I don't think there's no other like level to that yet, at least.
Okay.
And it does have a lot of TAA look to it and just sort of the general gooey nature of modern video game graphics. But it seems like on the PS5, it at least runs pretty high, like a pretty high frame rate. Like it can even uncap it and then have VRR kind of take over for some of the dips. So it doesn't feel that bad to play.
Okay.
But other than being like really typical Souls game stuff, they've added a ton of interesting systems here. Level ups are not just like, oh, allocate points to this or whatever. It's almost like a sphere grid system.
Oh.
Where each weapon type has a huge skill tree to unlock things in. And it keeps expanding out farther and farther, and you get new moves for that weapon. You get, like, that's where your stat points are found. Like, you buy the sphere that gets you the agility up that's on this part of the skill tree, that sort of thing. And you also get different moves, like, oh, if you have this, you can do a heavy attack more quickly, that sort of stuff. Which is really neat. And also it lets you fully adjust it at any point. You can like remove points and put them other places, so you can change it up on the fly. I haven't really seen anything like that in a Souls game before. It's like, this seems like actually legitimately a cool system. Thank you. Each weapon can also be equipped with like a Diablo-like gem, where they just have different buffs to do different things.
Interesting. Is it a single socket or multi-socketed?
So far, I think everything's... Wait, no. I think they all have 4 sockets, and they're like 4 different types of sockets.
Jesus. Okay.
Which I've only found 2 different things to fill them in with, and they just have totally different setups. There's a weird thing where it's like, okay, you have this... I think it's like an acupuncture needle for your arm, and it gives you different buffs. So you know how in a Souls game, typically you'll find something you're like, oh yeah, you pop this and then you'll get fire damage or whatever. Now this is a generic thing that just refills at every checkpoint, and you can customize what it gives you. So the one I have right now gives me fire damage, but it looks like you clearly will have like a whole different set of attributes you can adjust with it, which is really neat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a giant focus on building up what's basically a super meter. And you use the super meter for like magic spells, special moves each weapon has, and then breaking out of like regular attack chains into a heavy attack chain more quickly. And you build it up differently for each weapon. Like generically, everything will get, or doing a perfect dodge will get you one of these charges. But like if I equip a short sword, you also just get charges for free at random. Like just randomly gives you it, so you can use it more as just this caster and hang back and wait for another charge to build up. And then there's a madness system where the more like humans you kill and more times you die, you become more maddened. And once you fully rank it up, it's like your attack gets buffed and your damage, or like damage you take, also goes up. And if it's maxed out completely, it'll spawn an evil version of you have to kill to get your souls back. So yeah, it's got a lot of really cool stuff going on. I definitely just trying it if you just like Souls games in general, because this is a really unique one. And I was enjoying it quite a bit until I got to a little bit too early in the game. Oh my god, what's the name of that horrible place from Dark Souls 1 that's just a bunch of rickety...
Blighttown.
Blighttown, yeah. Blighttown's basically just in the game after 5 hours.
Yeah, Blighttown is in every single Souls-like game. I don't know why they're obsessed with it. At least in Miyazaki's case, it's a fetish.
And since the game's main mechanic, I don't even have blocking on most weapons. I think only the axe lets you block. So the main mechanics are around dodging. And it's Blighttown, so you're on a bunch of rickety little bridges. I keep accidentally dodging.
You better dodge
them.
right.
Yeah. And they
or
also,
play the axe. I don't know why that wasn't the optimal first choice that you made.
Maybe I need to switch to the axe. You're right. It's so slow. Every weapon is slow in this game, even though it's like, martial arts looking like spear and Tai Chi swords and stuff like that. Everything has a really slow swing. And the axe
Well,
is
that's why you hit things with the axe for a while, then you hit the button to transform it into sword mode.
it does have on the fly switching between two weapons. And there are weird weapons that feel like they're inspired by Bloodborne. It's like, okay, I got the spear, and then I found the steampunk spear that extends. So yeah, it's got a lot of neat stuff. I bet there will be an axe that transforms in some way. I would be surprised if there wasn't, considering the things I've already found. Which I might need to try it again, but oh man, it is so slow. But it does just kill things, so you know.
At least there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, you seem to really like the systems that play in this game and think it's really good. But the problem is that it looks TAA'd as hell, and I hear has performance problems.
Yeah, I think the performance problems are mostly on the PC.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
On PS5, it really doesn't seem that bad.
Okay.
When I see the big like wide view shot, sometimes it'll start running bad.
Okay.
But that's not been much of the game. A lot of the game has been like more narrow, like in caves, in Blighttown.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. And they are working on patches for balance reasons, which makes sense because I think a problem I've already had is when you get knocked down, you stay down for way too long. And
You do not get up again?
Yeah, you don't get up
They,
again.
in fact, will keep you down?
Yes. It
Wow.
takes forever to stand back up. And one of the things they said is like, okay, yeah, we're going to improve that. We're going to make you get up a little faster. Because it can be ridiculous. It's like, you know, I don't think you can be hit while you're on the ground, but you can absolutely be hit again immediately when you get back up.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I have interesting news. That person in chat earlier is wrong and did not listen to the criteria correctly.
Okay.
From my estimates, our shortest live big thing to mention is an hour and 59 minutes.
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
both good news and bad news. The good news is we have plenty of time left. The bad news is we also don't knowing us.
Yeah, no.
Now, were we all there? Because I know
Yes,
there was a couple
I
under
believe-
2 hours that one of us was missing.
So one of those is really late, so I think it's a December episode. That's why it's so short, because no news. Like,
Yeah.
literally none. And then there was a Call of Duty one a few months earlier. That was now like, that one was like 2 hours, 1 minute. So either way, our shortest big thing somewhere in that region. Our shortest live big thing.
Okay.
Because again, if it was edited, that's cheating.
But yeah, Edgar, I really do think you should try this game if it gets cheaper or something at some point. Like if you get a chance, it feels absolutely up your alley. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's got the axe.
What else do you need? A spear that is shittier because you gave it a mechanism to extend?
I was happy to play a Souls game where I can use like a spear that I would see in Dynasty Warriors.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, there's just something about that. I was like, okay, thank you. This game feels like if Black Wuchang were good.
Why does it have
That's
to
also
be
kind of how
Black
Kazan feels, I
Wukong?
think.
You can't just skip words, Bob, because then I think of C-Lab.
The spear in Kazan is pretty fun, too, because you can wall splat guys with it.
Oh yeah.
And it has a lot of moves where it's like you impale them and then swing them behind you, and now you are behind them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I need to play Kazan at some point.
It even works on bosses if you break their poise. You get to fucking whip bosses around.
Wow. But yeah, this feels like so many Souls games do feel like so close to just either a Dark Souls or a Neo. Like they're one of those specifically. That it's neat for this to have its own sort of like pass it's trying to make.
Yeah, it sucks when an entire genre just boils down to one subgenre, and then that subgenre features so little deviation.
Mm-hmm.
So that is good. It's good that it has its own strong identity.
And the something I was seeing about it that made me more interested in picking it up was that the world's supposed to be built out like actually well like a Dark Souls game and not either segmented like a Neo game or just bafflingly badly designed like some of these Dark Souls knockoffs where it's like, that doesn't lead in at all to another area, right? Which so far has been doing really well. Like everything's smoothly transitioned and it feels like it's all part of one world. We'll see if that keeps up. Because that's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many just different weird systems in this game. I feel like I'm forgetting some. It probably has some it hasn't even introduced yet. But yeah, it's really neat. Maybe wait for them to balance it more.
Damn it. I'm like, let me look at chat, see if they're referencing any mechanics Bob could have missed, because they have been talking about what you're saying. And then I look up and see, you mean there's a white Wukong? I'm like, God damn it! I'm stuck in a mind loop!
What if there is a white Wukong?
There might be a white Wukong, chat.
This game looks, honestly, I think it looks better than Wuchang frequently. And it runs at more than twice the frame rate without frame gen. Which Wuchang, for people to remember, just turns on frame gen if you try and do performance mode.
And even then, it doesn't get the performance very high because the bottlenecks that are already there get even worse, like hammered by them doing the overhead for frame gen. So it's like, it only raised the frame rate by like 10, but now it's like all fake frames. What a beautiful future.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the game feels a lot better than Wuchang because it doesn't have frame gen. Crazy, I know.
Crazy. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about it?
I guess not.
Okay. That's digital only, right?
No, they did it physical. It's only $50.
Okay, but you do have a physical copy.
I do have a physical copy.
So I could just borrow it and try and be like, oh, guys,
there's no way
it's a Souls game.
There's no way you'll like it.
I thought I would like it this time because I'm a fucking moron, but I keep putting my
I'm
hand
now
in
going to be mad on the internet about the Souls game I don't like, even though I don't like any of them.
Isn't this funny because I don't do that, but then our viewers react to me not liking Dark Souls game as though I'm doing that?
Right.
Isn't that the weirdest fucking part? That they act like about...
Yeah, Dan hasn't played one since 2020. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just sit there and go, yeah, all these things I didn't like about the first Star Wars game were Dark Souls, apparently. And then I played Dark Souls, and I didn't like that. Then I played Demon Souls, to be hyper specific.
Right.
I played Demon Souls, and I didn't like that. And then I played Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and still didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I play? I like Stranger Paradise most out of all of them, probably.
Okay.
All of the ones I just listed. Even though, you know...
So you need to play Neo.
the one that's barely a Souls-like, and it doesn't have stamina, and doesn't have corpse running, and doesn't have all this other shit that every Souls game has. That's the one you like? Wow,
Weird.
shocker.
Yeah, I also, it's got good Final Fantasy aesthetics and stuff that really help carry it for me. I mean, you fucking fight... You fight
Garland.
Yes, thank you. My brain wanted to say Golbez, and I'm like, that's not fucking Golbez, brain. Shut the fuck up.
God, it would be really cool to fight Gold Bez.
I mean, yes, they should do a Final Fantasy IV Strangers of Paradise on Pog harder than I've ever pogged before.
Honestly, I think they should just make up some totally bullshit excuse. They should do a sequel, which sadly was probably canceled with all the games they canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Although allegedly the DLC really explicitly set up for another Dissidia, so that was probably canceled.
Yes, I am
even more upsetting.
I am almost 100% certain that one of those two things you just said was shit canned as a part of that middle tier project cancellation.
I have a hard. I would like a new Dissidia, but at the same time, like, I need every single service game. I need the service game trend to be buried and rotting before they try, or they will fuck it up.
I am worried you're correct, so I understand.
But they need to do one and just bullshit an excuse to do a greatest hits of the series.
Yeah, no, there's no. We don't need to go through 1, 2, 3.
I don't need to fight Sephiroth. Like, you don't need to go that far.
God, they will do it.
Jesus,
they can't be soft.
I think they'd have a little bit more restraint.
I would hope, and it would depress me so much if they were like,
haven't
put again.
They haven't put Sephiroth in Final Fantasy 14 yet, so I assume they would not do it in this.
weird that I did the voice of the lion from The Wizard of Oz for them, even though the person who says, let's turn Stranger of Paradise into Final Fantasy VII clearly is not lacking that organ. They're lacking a brain.
But, let me fight Gilgamesh, let me fight Golbez, let me fight the Guard Scorpion. That would be a really good Stranger of Paradise boss. Have a level on the big bridge. Or just make Final Fantasy fucking Warriors. Mm-hmm. Where the fuck is that?
We've
the most
talked about
obvious
that a lot.
slam dunk in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
You have a decent roster, you have levels based on the games with remixes. You just sold 2 million copies.
Yeah, no, I mean, clearly the Warriors games based on Nintendo games sell well enough to keep getting made.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy will do fine.
And the One Piece ones sell well enough to keep getting made.
There's a good chance that a Warriors Final Fantasy game will sell better than mainline Final Fantasy at this point.
They're as chat is bringing up, Dragon Quest got a Warriors.
Uh-huh.
Why not Final Fantasy?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think either of those really deliver on the joy of a Warriors game all that much, but they still got them.
Yeah, and it's still really neat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just you could even reuse the models from Dissidia NT. You're pulled out. Nobody's going to look at them that closely.
Maybe you
They're
should
still good enough.
Maybe you should use some models that run well on most hardware. maybe the fidelity could get cranked down a little bit. That would be good.
Maybe an artist goes by him again. Maybe he takes out half the polygons.
An artist, by the way, not AI.
Yes.
I cannot stop marveling over how, for people who don't know, the 3D modeling software has a thing to reduce the amount of polygons in a thing. Mm-hmm. And somebody tried to invent a machine learning AI thing to reduce the complexity, the geometric complexity of a model. And it just completely fucked up. Like, broke the shape and everything.
No, AI is the answer to everything.
Oh, okay, sorry. So anyways, what the fuck were we talking about?
I guess I can go to the next game I was talking
Yeah,
about.
let's go to the next game.
I also played Elliot.game. I think that's what it was called.
God damn it.
I was talking to a friend about this. Do you know how much a .game subdomain registration costs?
No, how much?
$360 a year. That's why no one uses it.
It's not even good.
Yeah.
Doesn't even sound good. It sounds like a joke.
Which is why, Ubisoft generally makes their shit Assassin's Creed Game.com.
Did you ever hear about how when Austin Walker was going to take over, was going to start Waypoint, the dipshits from, is it Vice or Vox Media? I forget which one is Waypoint. It's Vice, right?
Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. So some dickhead from corporate they were trying to workshop the name for this new publication, and they looked in. Austin Walker conveyed that they looked right at him and was like, "We could call it Token."
Because a video game arcade machine takes tokens.
Yes, that was the lodge. That was, and another one they recommended was it could be called Bazinga.
I don't know which.
So if you wonder
is
why
worse,
every company is, if you wonder why every company is burning to the ground yet, it's because that guy is in charge of everything in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which of those upsets me more because they upset me in so completely opposite directions.
Yeah, no.
I think they suggested Bazinga.zone.
Yes, I think that's right.
Oh,
And I think for a period of time that redirected to Waypoint before they gave up.
oof.
No, it's extreme cringe versus accidental racism.
Right.
Hopefully. I want to entertain.
Yeah.
They didn't really understand the possible second meaning of token.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a pass. Like how as much as it's funny to make fun of, every single person involved in the production of the original Power Rangers was like, we didn't realize. We did not realize the Asian girl is the Yellow Ranger and the black guy is the Black Ranger.
Okay.
I promise to God we didn't get that.
So as a kid, Black Ranger's is the black guy. Noticed that. Never. I don't know at what age as an adult someone had to point out the Asian Ranger is the yellow one. Literally never would have occurred to me.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was in tune with
weird race.
the racial
racism of colors
of that at the time.
Yeah, bizarrely, the more aware of that kind of thing you are, the more likely you are to be a racist.
Yeah, no,
I forget who wrote it. It was some Indian, as in like India.
Yeah,
Indian academic, and they were like, if I met a white guy who understood all the nuances of India's racial politics and our different ethnic groups, I would know that I was talking to the biggest Nazi of all time.
right. And then that was the quote posted by the dude posted the King of the Hill clip, where it's just like, "You're not Vietnamese, are you? You're Laotian." The look of horror on that guy's face.
It's not horror. It's like confusion and shock, which is really funny. That is one of my favorite gags. It's also funny because I think that those were the same. That those had the same voice actor. Because they recast Khan for that reboot. Because of course you do.
Right.
So, but since Dale's voice actor passed, Cotton's voice actor is now just Dale.
Huh.
Because Cotton's dead. He died in one of the later seasons.
Oh shit! Spoilers for King of the Hill.
Yeah, when we do the King of the Hill podcast, where Bob has to watch 700 episodes of the show he probably won't like.
You know when Rocco Bodie had the prison that chat could keep sending him to on that live stream? He had the terrible that's Bob doing that podcast. He just sits in this tiny ghetto prison and he's just watching King of the Hill and screaming. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Getting over that hill. That's John Schwando's recommendation for
God.
the podcast name. Aggro, can we get you to sign off on that name, or do you have something better cooking?
I mean, I feel like you're going to have to give me a little time to reflect, soul search, just get like ripped on pills and come up with some suggestions.
Half of them won't
That'd
make
be a
sense
really
to
great
Aggro.
podcast for giving me and Dan sounds to put on soundboards, though.
That's true. That's true. What are we talking about?
I think Elliot.game.
Elliot.game.
Yeah.
Wow, we got completely derailed.
This is going to be a short one, though. We're going to get a short podcast tonight. I don't know why you guys think there's anything different happening.
We got completely derailed just based on the price of the domain .game.
Yes.
That is the worst it has ever been around these parts. Bob, tell me about Elliot.
Okay, Elliot is the new game on the Nintendo Switch 2. You
Full
can play
title,
the demo.
The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, which, what was it? Kyle Bosman was right. They should change the name, and the subtitle should be Millennia of Raunch. That is too perfect a fucking title. Some game needs to use it. So anyways, The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales.
So for people might know better is the HD 2D action game they were very proud of last week on the Nintendo Direct. I've never seen one of these HD 2D games look quite like this. It looks
Yeah, it's weird.
both blurry and noisy at the same time. I honestly suspect it has TAA or something. It is kind of a mess.
Yeah, that's TAA should not be in an HD 2D game. Why do you need it? There's nothing there.
And it still runs bad. Just so we're clear, it's not solving something. The image is never clean looking, and I think even the pixel art itself kind of just looks like a garbled mess. I've never seen an HD 2D game where it's like, oh, brick pattern. Yeah, it just looks like I've puked pixels on the screen. It was like, why? That's not the whole point. Is it looks clean? I don't understand. It feels like, yeah, I've never seen it look quite like this.
It
It's
feels
really
like they
distinctly
have
ugly.
some weird depth of field effect or
That's
like
there too.
something.
There's also a weird depth of field, but absolutely with the like the pixel art itself underlying, when you get it as clean as it can, it still just looks like a mess. It's so strange. I don't know what's going on there. I also we heard stuff last week about maybe it's more like a Zelda game. I wouldn't really say that. You do have like bombs that can break stuff open, but at least in this demo, you just have all the powers already, and the dungeons aren't really designed around them or anything. And you're kind of just you have a hometown where you buy your upgrades and like that sort of stuff, like items and gems. And then you go out into the world, and it's just a large area you can explore, and has a bunch of little dungeons you can go do. I don't.
So is this also going to be like a town building thing, the way Octopath Zero was supposed to be?
I don't know. It's unclear because at the end of the demo, you get like a time portal. So I guess you're going to switch areas entirely, maybe, or maybe just eras. And maybe you build.
It is called the Millennium Tale, so I presume going to different time periods would make sense.
Right, maybe the town builds up to the different eras or something like that. I don't know. There isn't a level up system. Instead, there's a weird gem system. And this is the entire way you build up your character. And it seems like it's completely random. So you can get gems by killing enemies. And sometimes those are like ability buffs. Like, oh yeah, this gem makes your sword do a wider hit.
Okay.
Is it temporary?
No, it's permanent. You just put it in your little gem box.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like, well, how'd you get that? Oh, it randomly dropped. And then you can also get a generic crystal currency, take that back to town, and you can literally do a random draw for upgrades to your character abilities. And this is the only way to get stronger other than finding like a better weapon.
Is this the future you desired?
Yeah. Yeah, so entirely gotcha-based level system. I'm like, this can't be what's in your main game.
There's no way that's in the main game. Surely that because this isn't out for a while.
Yeah, no, they're gonna do that survey thing after a few weeks.
Plus, this is like with the name like that. I'm positive the producer's the same fucking guy from Triangle Strategy and other things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dev's a Various Day Life, so I presume it's the dev with somebody from there.
Yeah, the producer, I believe, of the Triangle Strategy and the other weirdly named games is also over Various Day Life, worth noting. So I imagine there will be no shortage of feedback.
Yes.
And that the game may get re-engineered, and they will again tease us with, we may rename the game, we know it's goofy, and then they won't yet again.
Yeah.
Just like the other time they did that.
The thing this reminds me of the most, looking at the footage, because I didn't play it. Why would I play it? Why would I play a demo that bizarrely has save carryover for a game that's not out for like 6 months?
Oh, it has save carryover?
That's what somebody told me.
That's fucking weird.
Maybe it doesn't.
How much they said they were gonna take feedback.
I'm not even convinced this is the beginning of the game, but maybe it is. In which case, oh my god, this game is more of a mess than I thought.
Kazan had that demo where, and if you did it, you might have a weapon better than any weapon in the main game because they completely changed how scaling worked between that demo and release. So maybe,
but
multiple
Kazan,
people in chat are saying the save does not carry over.
Okay, that's good.
Because worth noting, by the way, not even the only game with Elliot in the title on the Switch. There are, in fact, 2 others. Hilariously, you might end up there looking for this because one's just called Elliot, and the other one's called Elliot Quest.
Elliot Quest.
So it's like some motherfucker's gonna end up buying these downloadable games.
Yeah, but the thing that I get from this is Alundra. Hopefully it does not become a series of ball-busting platforming challenges the way Alundra does.
Yeah, it does have platforming. It does even like focus on that for one of the dungeons in there. So,
and unbelievably difficult, grueling combat rooms. But that was because of working designs giving everything 3 times as much health as they tend to do.
Yeah, that's classic. I'm really upset that they couldn't figure out how to use buttons on the controller. They just couldn't figure it out. They just don't know what to do, I guess. You can only have 2 weapon/items equipped at a time, and you have to go into a sub-menu to switch them out, which would be not that big a deal. But there's a bunch of stuff of like, oh, you need the bomb here, so open up the sub-menu, re-equip the bomb.
This is a problem that Nintendo figured out on the Game Boy.
It's like, oh, we have a bunch of
How
puzzles.
do you have the same problem as Link's fucking Awakening. No, not Link's Awakening. How do you have the same problem as Link's Awakening?
Yeah, the whole time I'm playing, I was like, this is like Link's Awakening. Like, that's how like old it feels and crusty. It's like, come on, figure out how to use this controller better. You even have a whole set of abilities focused on your fairy buddy. And they're both very important. You got the sprint button or the teleport to fairy button. You can only have one of those equipped at a time. So you need to go into the submenu and switch between that one power. It's like, give her 2 buttons or make the D-pad do something other than command the fairy, because guess what? The right analog stick lets me move the fairy. I don't need to command her. I can use the right analog stick. You have 4 extra buttons right there.
Well, we're finding a lot of stuff, a lot of feedback to be in that demo.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they'll listen. Team Ninja really listens. Team Ninja made Neo go from a game that would have been bad to a game that's pretty good.
So upon playing this on my Switch 2 in portable mode,
Yeah.
it looks like what the problem is that it's like doing a TAA thing lightly.
Uh-huh.
But they have the world's most insanely overbearing motion blur on top of it. But this is again how it looks on the portable mode. I need to get it on a TV to know for sure. But this is weird.
Yeah, no,
aesthetically,
it's a bizarrely ugly game, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, there's like the shadow stuff is really, really low res. Again, portable mode. So there's a lot of noise there and a lot of flickering on thin details. But then, like, anytime you move, in fact, this tree here, which I saw someone in chat specifically call out the tree transparency thing is terrible. As this tree goes transparent, it's like casting different amounts of shadow correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they transparented the tree and then the light went through where that branch should be to change the lighting on the rest of the tree. And then it's a weird looking game. I get that. Yeah, that motion blur is way too strong. And that tree transparency thing looks terrible.
Yeah.
But I like that your fairy buddy's name is Fairy misspelled. They forgot the R. Because it's Faye. It's literally just Fairy, but they deleted the R.
Huh, yeah.
I mean, they did make Bravely Default 2, and Bravely Default 1 had that had the shit with the fairy. Her name's Airy.
Who will stop this man?
Yeah, I think that dude's even producer of that.
This guy might be the most ideas guy ever because his only idea is what if weird name.
Yeah, I hope that they make it into a game worth playing. I really do.
Based on the trailer, I think I'm interested in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's also got.
Yeah, I'm
perfect
interested in
parrying.
it if they make some changes. Okay, whatever. It's not a third-person action game in 3D. That's fine.
Even in this demo, they've already found the perfect enemy design.
Okay.
What if this one enemy sings and that causes a shield to appear on all the other enemies, and you can only hit this one enemy that's singing?
How is that in the demo?
That's in the demo.
That's a late game bullshit frustration enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I don't know. That feels a little different in a Zelda type game to me than like a 3D action game, but it's still annoying.
Yeah, it's just like, man, you're already out of the well on ideas. Like, just this fast. It's like, we're already doing this.
I don't think any East game has ever had an enemy that gives other enemies shields. It's like that was their whole thing, was being the high octane action Zelda-like.
I think 10 did have something, but it was pretty late, and you could just disassemble the enemy. So.
And by then it was, and then the East franchise was these third-person action RPGs, so it's not like the Origin or Ark of Nepishtim or Oath of Felghana.
Right. Yeah, now that I'm out in the wild, this game doesn't do foliage well, so that's probably a huge part of why. I'm sure it looks better on the TV.
Dan, it might look worse.
Nah. There's no way that this blurry fucking screen has blurred these details. I'm not going to worry about it. So, Bob, anything else about Elliot Quest?
I didn't play Elliot Quest.
Damn.
I played Elliot game.
Hey, Bob, I got an idea for a flop swap.
The all Elliot swap.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
We get to change between the Adventures of Elliot, the Elliot Quest, and Elliot.
I did not know Elliot was such a big name as far as video games
Those
go.
are the only 3, so maybe not as big as one might believe, but bigger than expected.
That's all the times it made it into the title. There might be other main characters called Elliot all the time, though.
Elliot Slop.
Elliot all the time sounds like a Sega Genesis platformer hero.
He's got attitude. Hey Bob.
Hey,
You play anything else?
I played a few other things. Stormgate came out. Did you guys know that?
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's out now.
I did know that because of somebody posting Stormgate is out and has no players. It's doomed.
Oh yeah, Stormgate. That was our front year. AI stuff is in this game. That the disclaimer on the Steam page is like, yeah, we used AI for early designs of stuff. So but no final art has AI. And it's like, yeah, but all your designs suck. So I wonder why. And also we used it for facial animations. Which, whoa, these facial animations, man.
Why would you need
I hate
AI for that?
The most baffling one is when it's like, yeah, we barely used it. I'm like, then why did you?
Yeah, these facial animations aren't barely. You got to
We
see
used
them.
it for face, like in the realm of using AI to animate anything, which, don't. If you're in that realm, facial animations is the last goddamn thing you pick to do that to.
That's wild. You would think that would actually be a kind of ideal thing because, we use phonemes to animate mouths so that way they can go along with, the sound that's being produced. So we already have tools generated. So what is...
Yeah,
I'm going to try to find a clip for me to see. I don't understand how you fucked this up.
It is the most surreal looking thing. Is their face is literally transforming as they pronounce syllables. Like the way that it moves, like their facial details all blur out. And they have a filter on it to try and make it so you can't see them too well. It never syncs up right at all.
So, okay, I got to ask you, where are these faces doing this? Is this in the CO box at the bottom?
No, it's
for
not.
people who don't know what Stormgate is, it's people who used to work at Blizzard making a StarCraft.
Yes.
We have played it in early access 2 different times, I believe.
Something like that.
It was fun, but had network problems and other things that kept us from really enjoying it. So where
It's actually before a mission starts, like right at the beginning of a mission.
So I'm gonna look for something that's distinctly different from. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, it's all these hard military people, and it looks almost like they're doing an ad read. Like there's just a weird energy of like, that she is now doing a shampoo commercial. It's like, what's happening?
We trained it on shampoo commercials. I hope no one notices.
Oh man, this looks bad. Why did they do this? Like, this looks like really cheap mobile shit.
Yeah, no, it would be better if it was a still image. Like, having nothing would be better. Okay, you're very close. Okay, come on. Also, is the free
this
play
looks
game.
super wrong. This looks like the shit that gets made with the dog shit video makers. Why would you do this?
Mm-hmm. This is free to play, so they give you the first chapter of the campaign free, and then they want to charge $8 a chapter. And these aren't long.
Are there?
I think there's like 4 chapters or so.
And how long is a chapter?
I played through more than half of the first chapter in like an hour.
So is this what you're talking about?
No.
Okay, so that's
that's
maybe-
the pre-rendered
cut
that's the
scene.
pre-run
Okay.
cutscene.
Maybe it ramps up the way a Warcraft does or StarCraft, but then I don't know why you would have the same, like you would use this pricing structure.
Right, then you've just given us a preview of literally the smallest thing in the game.
Yeah, I
We're
kind of
so
don't
close
like
to
these
it.
designs.
Oh yeah, they're all terrible.
These designs look like they are AI generated, chat.
Yeah, no, they none of them. It feels like they're custom made to strike no neurons. Like, oh yeah, it's just like the most plain thing you could imagine.
Yeah, hey motherfucker. Hey dumbass. Blizzard has one thing going for it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and you somehow didn't take that.
Oh, there it goes.
This thing on the... Oh,
Yeah.
no. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, no, it's...
What the... Okay, so in the middle left of gameplay sometimes, in a box for some reason... It looks so weird.
Yeah, no, it's surreal looking.
I guess the best way to put it is, chat, do you remember that NVIDIA is going to give you a stream partner guy that tells you that chat wants you to kill yourself? It's got that vibe. It's clearly not 3D. Like, that's clearly some 2D image warping shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it literally looks like countless AI videos you've probably seen. I'm gonna screen cap this so chat can, like...
Yeah, and it actually looks
Or not-
better on her than it does the old man. The old man, like, all the facial details vanish as he docks.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm just gonna time code it so that way people who are watching live at least can see exactly what we're talking about. Because at very least, I would like someone to fucking see this. This is crazy.
Yeah, she joins
That's
in that
wild.
League of Legends Wild Rift concert you might have seen online. Did you guys see that?
I deny any knowledge.
Okay,
No, I don't think I did.
It's all AI generated. It looks incredibly bad. It was. I think they out of shame removed it from their social media, even though it was only posted like I forget where it was. Was it Taiwan or something? It was like one territory had it posted, and they're like, remove that from the internet right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I legitimately don't know how a functioning human being can look at the output of an AI and be like, yes, this should be in our commercial product.
Mm-hmm.
It's now that I must remind you, the person who owns the rights to undergrads now is trying to get a movie animated via AI, an undergrads movie animated via AI off the ground. He
I
just
am
needs to train it
Damn.
to not melt the eyeballs. He did a whole video explaining this.
I am excited for the first commercially released film that's full of AI shit. I want to see what that looks like. What do you think is good enough? Because I saw that clip of the Disney Plus show where you put PS2 NPCs in a basketball crowd. You have pretty low standards for what is good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know, there's that Coke commercial that was made with AI.
Yeah, that was also bad.
But yeah, Stormgate seems bad. Oops.
That sucks, dude. That game was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Damn it. This actually is one of those cases where I am personally attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe in the Kickstarter you should have been like, yeah, we're going to use AI. Then
maybe you should have done that. Maybe you should have done that.
the Steam reviews were like nothing but people like back to Kickstarter and are very upset.
I bet.
Yeah, because I don't think we even knew it was going to be free to play back then.
No.
And they, of course, now have to buy again, basically, to get everything.
I have words I would like to say to the people who made Stormgate, but I don't believe I'm legally allowed to say them with a platform.
Huh?
You fucking bastards. You absolute fucking bastards. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this. Okay, check this out. So I like Blizzard style RTSs, and I'm starving.
Yeah.
When's the last time Blizzard made an RTS? And remasters don't count.
Yeah, no,
StarCraft 2, right?
I think so, yeah.
18 years.
18.
And for some reason,
They had that structure though. So
They did, but
campaign
that's
came
not a
out more
new one.
recently.
That's not a new one.
Right,
That's
that doesn't
more
add anything to the
story.
multiplayer. That only adds stuff to the story. Like,
They might have retooled the multiplayer around it, but that's not really the point because I then went, StarCraft 2. Wait, did that mean that I ran up to Warcraft 3, but it was still dead? I was like, fuck.
And then they replaced it.
Okay, it's only been 15 years. It came out in 2010.
that's all.
That's practically nothing.
I mean, I would very much like them to make another Warcraft. Just to be like it's a different timeline from.
Yeah, you do just need to cut it
From
off at some
World of
point.
Warcraft.
That's fine.
yeah, and that's fine by me.
Yeah, anything to get another Warcraft.
It's only 15 years. A small child, a toddler, is about to graduate high school. And the time it has been since they released an RTS, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How many PlayStations ago was that? 2.5? It's almost technically. I feel like we're getting up there.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's been a very long time.
They've released 2 PlayStations since then, and it's been a while since they released them.
I think it's bizarre they also want to do that release structure for this. Because right now, all this out is the human campaign.
Okay.
So they want to keep doing updates and add the other race campaigns later.
Yeah.
It's like, the game ain't done.
Chat, they yanked our chain about this game for years now.
Yeah.
Is it 2 or 3? I feel like it may even be 4 somehow, but
I don't know.
they showed a CG trailer the first time we saw it.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't even remotely accessible gameplay-wise until the next year, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. God, I'm so fucking pissed. That sucks shit, dude.
And the story so far has been like the most... It's got these really plain designs. Everything feels like emotionless. It feels like AI generated, like top to bottom, weirdly. Like, it just sucks.
I forgot about this. Kogashi in chat points out it was long enough ago that it had the Shang-Chi actor as a big selling point.
Oh God, that was him. I was like, what a big actor is in this game? I know there was someone. I bet he's the guy who dies in the opening cutscene.
Almost definitely.
Why are all his missions about hating women? I don't get it.
Because this game was made for South Koreans. It was made for a very online audience.
That was
that might love StarCraft. It might have some opinions now. So that sucks, Bob.
That sucks, yeah.
Thank you for bringing us the news. I'm just going to take a moment and say, if you've ever heard a person say AI isn't about removing jobs, fuck that person. They're literally a moron at best. They're an absolute dipshit who doesn't understand how the world works in the least at best.
Yeah, it's so infuriating under every single article about any kind of AI in a video game. It's like, I don't understand why people are complaining. This is obviously going to take over the industry anyway.
And
you do understand. You understand, and you're lying, or you're not competent enough to have this job.
It's really great that the dude from GamesIndustry.biz literally interviewed Sean Layden, and in the interview with Sean Layden, where it was the beginning of this year, and he's like, I think we're through the worst of the layoffs, and Sean looks like he's seen the dead. He knows the body count, and he goes... no, it looks like it will keep trending this way. And the guy from GamesIndustry.biz just has a charming, a fun, like warm energy to his like, why is Sean saying this? Oh, well. And that was thousands and thousands of layoffs ago. And this motherfucker from GamesIndustry.biz utters the phrase, well, with the way things are going, game production can be helped with AI and stuff to make them more manageable budget-wise, right? And Sean just has this look of, fuck no. No. That isn't gonna save the industry. What are you talking about? And I'm like, imagine you met someone who was in the industry, who isn't any longer, and doesn't have any massive ties to anything going on.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow you say shit so out of touch, they just give you the look.
I need this AI shit to crash so people can... So we can learn what it actually is good for. Because right now, they want the answer to be everything.
Yeah.
And that sure as fuck isn't what it is.
See, and here's the thing. Here's why I was so confused about Bob saying they used it for facial animations, and it was bad. And I'm like, well, that should be... like because like the way you rig a model to animate mouths, it should work fine. That should just be a higher level of phoneme. And then I look and it's like, oh, it's image warping a 2D image.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a completely... Yeah. Yes, of course, that looks fucking nightmarish.
Yeah. No, it's
I do think that once the dust settles, the extent of which AI will be used in game development is like it was used on the second Spider-Verse movie, where it's like, we had this really tedious thing that everybody hated doing that had no creativity to it whatsoever, and we made our own AI thing to do that for us.
Yeah, the worst part is this is poisoning the well. Because I already see people who see that TVs have AI and they get outraged. And it's like, bro, they've been calling their image processing that for at least 20 years.
It's been going for this whole time. It's not actually the AI you're thinking of. And when in the future, all these GDC type things of talking about the tools aided things of like, oh, we have tools and systems in place that distribute a certain amount of cars, and then we have other things that simulate these things. People are going to hear one time that that we use an AI in order to choose the distribution of this thing, and it's poisoned the well. They're going to be upset.
Yeah,
they're going to be like, oh, this game uses AI generated art, and it's like, no, it has an algorithm that distributes. God damn it! And so all of this is Silicon Valley's fault.
Enemy AI. It determined what they did.
See, they're just gonna bring back the term machine learning, and because that didn't become the toxic buzzword, everybody will just forget.
Yeah, I feel like they made the mistake with the PS5 Pro of saying machine learning and AI powered processing, and the next time around, by how it goes by then, maybe they'll just leave off AI. Maybe it will just be machine learning.
Like, I get that every executive in America is brain dead.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way anybody at Microsoft is thinking this. Nobody there. Fucking Phil Spencer has the sentience of a turnip.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody at Sony has to be looking at all the AI bullshit they have planned for the PS6 and looking at public response to AI, especially from people who buy games where it is notably more like outrage than in any other area.
Yeah.
And going, guys, we need to pivot. We bare minimum need to rebrand all this shit.
I do wonder, I feel like the number one thing that gives me hope for the PS6 feature set wise in that specific regard is that the PS5 has quality or performance. So there's a really good chance that the PS6 has a thing that says no frame gen, please. Because they're going to build that fucking feature in. God. And if they don't let end users disable that, they're going to end up with a bunch of people who look at their console and go, why does the game look like shit on this?
I hope that Mark Cerny, and if he's involved with the PS6, it will let you turn that shit off.
Oh yeah, he is, and it will, most likely. I see someone in chat, and this is funny because I was literally thinking about this 2 days ago. I need to know if it was this bad during the .com bubble era. Not as long. That is the part that makes this maddening. The .com bubble burst was this bad for a year, maybe 2.
It was never even close to this bad, though.
The scale of this shit going on right now is unreal. Literally,
AI spending on data centers this year is like 54% of all U.S. spending in the entire United States. When this shit dies, the economy is going to tank.
54%
and by extension,
of all
the entire world
economy.
Yeah.
Because I saw that construction thing going around. Did you see that?
No.
Where it's like, this is how much construction is being paid for just AI centers. And that chart was insane to look at.
AI construction is a bigger chunk of the US economy than shopping. More money has been spent by these companies on these data centers than you and me and everybody going to buy groceries and televisions and games and books and everything.
Man, it'd be really good if we had some pragmatic, fiscally conservative people in charge who would maybe nip this in the bud before it caused a major problem for generations to come.
Uh-huh.
It's also totally cool that we have people who have the ability to spend more than the actual U.S. economy on this stupid horse shit because they're idiots.
Yeah, it's really good that we have structures that allow that to exist at all.
Ugh.
Weird how finance is a frictionless vacuum. Hey, Bob!
Hey.
Shout out to Stormgate for making that the subject of this fucking podcast for the last 10 minutes. Hey, Bob!
Yeah.
Did you play anything else?
I played Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper because they added Ingrid.
Whoa! I didn't know they did that like immediately.
Yeah,
Holy
it
shit.
came out yesterday. So I waited a couple days after the announcement, but she's in there. You can play through her zany story where she's like, yeah, the Bison, give me back my psycho power. That's mine. Which is pretty funny.
That is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So I'm very excited to see how they write her into actual Street Fighter
Yeah,
6.
I am very interested in how they're gonna frame her, because again, I've said this before, her entire thing is like that she's like Batmite.
Excuse me?
Batmite, who is like the Batman version of Mr. Spitlick.
Yeah.
Nixie Spitlick. But he's like less antagonistic and more like a fanboy.
Hmm.
And that is a lot how Ingrid, like in the crossover games, her whole thing is making fourth wall breaking jokes and telling boys to kiss.
Yeah, I honestly just hope that, like, I'm always down for anything that de-escalates and makes Bison look pathetic. Like, no, he doesn't get to be that cool. I'm sorry.
Man, you would have loved the part of X-Files where the smoking man goes from being a cool guy to being the most pitiful dipshit in the entire cast. You would have loved that. You'd be like, this is great. That's accurate. That's the guy who killed JFK.
Wow.
He can't get published. I want Bison on that tier too.
Yeah.
I want Bison to have a pitiful hobby he does where everyone agrees it's so subpar he can't even get published by the sorts of people who support these endeavors for children. That's what I want for Bison.
Yeah, maybe it's just the cartoon. Watching the cartoon has given me that more of that error to Bison. But,
You know what? That makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, not much else to say. Ingrid's cool. I'm glad that she's in this game now. I was really confused when she wasn't in it when I first bought it. Because it's like, well, the whole point of Upper is it has Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently this version didn't even have Maki, which I thought she was mainly an Alpha 3 character, but no, she was added in the PSP run as well.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was just in Capcom versus SNK too and stuff.
People are saying you can play as Ingrid online, but not in ranked matches for some reason.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's completely unbalanced and cheap, because she has a move where she just has like the Fire Emblem in Smash Bros. Style counterattack of just like, oh, I put up the shield. If you hit it, I grab you and throw you into space.
I need more Fire Emblem counter characters to show up in every fighting game. So this is good. Actually, this is based. What else did you play?
The Mina Halor demo went back up, but only on Switch 2 this time, or maybe on Switch 1 too. I'm not sure. Probably on both. But no, I don't think it's on PC or anything. It's on PlayStation. I checked that. And I believe it's also limited time again. This has 120 frames per second support even on the Switch 2 though. So that's
damn.
cool.
Awesome.
So turn that on.
Cool.
Looks nice.
Neat.
Runs nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it more the second time I play this demo. I tried the different weapon. I didn't use the whip that you would expect to use. There's just double daggers, and it lets you attack way faster and get out of the way of things, which I have a hard time doing in a game like this, a top-down Zelda-like. Always makes it a little bit harder for me to dodge attacks than I would like. But yeah, it seems neat. I'm excited to see how it goes in the full game. It feels like not enough in the demo to really know what they're going to do. This does have a sub-weapon system like Castlevania where you pick up the item in the world and it pops out of you and you have that new item from the candle now. You can't switch it in a menu or anything. You do need to find it outside in the world.
I see.
Which I don't know if that's a good idea, man. I'm not so sold on that. I did find interesting mechanics. Their replacement for the cross-rang is like a dagger you show out.
Okay.
And it comes back to you, but then you can hit it back with your sword or whatever weapon you're using and keep it bouncing back and forth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Neat.
So that's really neat, and I'm hoping there's more stuff like that for all the sub weapons. The only ones in the demo are that knife and a big axe, which you show in a Castlevania style arc, but then when it hits the ground, it explodes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess try it while you can. I have no idea how long this demo is going to be up.
While supplies last.
The game comes out, I think, the end of October, so it's not that far off. But if you want to give it a shot, this is your only chance until they inevitably do this same deal for PlayStation for a week. And that's everything I played.
I've just been playing retro games.
Yeah.
And doing work on stuff. Bob, I'm gonna run this past you. You're not a retro achievements enthusiast.
No.
But I have some basic numbers I would like to throw past you, okay?
I won't have any.
No, you will.
Okay.
Mega Man X.
Yeah.
Mega Man Legends.
Okay.
These are two very different scales of content of video game.
Absolutely, yeah.
What if I told you Mega Man X has 200 more retro achievement points than Mega Man Legends?
Sounds about right.
I'm a little confused.
Mega Man X, to give a scale to the whole scale of that, Mega Man X has 521 points in it. Mega Man Legends has 325, despite being a much longer video game. Now, I know what you're thinking, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, no, it makes sense. Like, obviously, Legends wouldn't have you do nuts runs that are really hard, like the Mega Man
Legends
X
has
achievement.
fans. Mega Man X has sickos.
So, Bob.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. You actually have to beat the game in under 3 hours on a normal plus run, meaning you beat the game and then start another normal run and beat it in under 3 hours, period. And you have to beat the game on hard. And of course, it's an RPG style thing. So you literally have to get every chest in the entire game, do every subquest, talk to serve bots when they're in areas for the tiniest slice of time, and all these other things. And it's still 200 fewer points than X.
Does X have like multiple lists or something that's adding up to that?
No. I didn't include either of the multiple lists because subsets are stupid.
Okay.
They're just here. Let me just read one thing from the subset on Legends. On hard difficulty, destroy every enemy, excluding the boss, in the ocean tower using only Reaver bot bombs. 0.39% of people got this.
Reaver. Aren't those
so? That's what
that's when the enemy lays a bomb. You have to get them to walk into it.
You can kick them.
So there you go. You gotta kick them. And then of course,
but it says every enemy, right?
It says every enemy in the ocean
so
tower.
there are some enemies in there that are there is the big thing spider guys, that's the four-limbed spider type guys who start on the ceiling and try to drop down and ambush you, and there are some worms later on, so you somehow have to preserve these other guys and use their bombs to kill them. Also, they can kill themselves with their bombs, for the record.
It's true. So good luck having them not kill themselves as you try to kite them over to.
Oh my god.
On hard difficulty, take out Juno's second form. That's the final boss. Using only the blade arm and additional restrictions. (parentheses see comments). So that's what a subset sounds like. I will never speak as though subsets make sense unless it's something funny like the Mario 64 one that's like pick up every coin, or the Mario Sunshine one that's like don't push A, and that's Sunshine of all things. So, anyways, that's wild to have X. Anyway, so I've done shit all this week other than work and some retro achievement stuff. Aggro, what have you been up to?
I have had to do a bunch of dumb bullshit this week. And also, even though Mafia, the old country, launches on this date, it doesn't launch until 11 o'clock tonight on PlayStation. Launched 11 a.m. on PC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So the only thing I got to play this week was just a couple more hours of the Resident Evil 2 remake. I learned 3 things in rapid succession.
Okay.
1, Mr. X shows back up while you're in the nest. 2, those plant zombies apparently just don't fucking die, no matter how much damage you do to them. And 3, if one of those viney bastards catches you and you don't have like grenades or a knife, you just die.
Yeah.
So your boy has tried the same 15-foot of hallway section like 5 fucking times.
That's great.
Starting to think I may need to go the long way around.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see if and or how Mr. X interacts with liquors.
You haven't played the 3 remake yet, have you?
I have not.
Okay, cool.
Hell, you could do that in the middle of this podcast and be done. That game's
That's
only
what I hear.
35 minutes long, I've heard.
And that's all aggro.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, what have you been playing?
The only thing other than Ragebound I played was Kirby's Dream Land 3, which is sure a pretty game.
It is gorgeous.
It is definitely not in the higher tiers of Kirby for me. As of right now, the ones I've played, let's not count the more modern ones. The best 2 are Superstar and Adventure. The Dreamland games are not super great. Like Dreamland 2 is fine. It's a Game Boy game. Fucking whatever. Dreamland 3 wants you to get a doodad in every single level.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first level of each world, it's doing some shit with the flowers. The second level of each world, I think it's you need a specific power. You have to do something with a specific power or animal buddy.
Hmm.
In the third level, there's a mini game. In the fourth level, you have to find the right path that leads to the mini boss, and then when you beat the mini boss, you get an item that will give you the thing at the end. In the fifth level, it is it is specifically bring a specific animal buddy to the end of the level. And in the sixth level, it is some random challenge where you collect shit.
Is there any like indicator on like what animal buddy you need, or is it just, oh yeah, you better get to the end of the level, then do the level again?
Well, you can sort of guess because they show you like a hint, like a portrait that is supposed to be a hint for that stage.
Okay.
And since the animal buddies are always, the animal buddy needs to meet their girlfriend / family. So it looks like one of the animal buddies. But like none of them were hard except for one, except for the mini games, bizarrely. That shit was evil. I had to start cheating by using my VOD. Because here's one of the mini games, Bob. I'm gonna throw up a bunch of different of Gordos, which are think of them as smiley faces. They're the guys that have eyes and covered in spikes.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of them are gonna be shocked. Now I'm gonna throw some up there. Some are gonna become shocked and they're gonna go away. Tell me how many were shocked. Some might also smile, which is different from being shocked. Don't count them. By the way, this is on screen 4 frames.
Cool.
If you screw up, get out. Do the whole level again.
Oh, it's at the end of the level.
No, it's not at the end of the level. It's usually in the middle. But you don't get another chance. You have to leave the level and go back in.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
I'm trying to remember what... the most evil one. This is... They'd never do this in a game today. They'd get their ass whipped.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay... I'm gonna play 6. I'm gonna drop these 6 bells. You can see these 6 bells. Each one is gonna ring and make a slightly different sound. Then I'm gonna make a sound. Which bell made that sound?
Oh, you guessed
You
wrong?
only get to hear it once.
Redo the whole level.
Do it 3 times in a row.
Correctly. Or redo the whole level.
This is the closest I've come to calling a video game ableist in a while.
Yeah.
That's just evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most of the others were not that bad. the last bring a specific animal buddy to the end of this stage is they think they're real fucking clever. Cause one, that animal buddy is the only animal buddy not in that level. You have to bring them in from another level. And two, the whole gimmick is that animal buddy can't fly, so you have to platform across this level composed of narrow pillars. If you die, you lose the animal buddy. Go back and get him again. I don't really like the animal buddies, I'm sad to say. Like, their designs are all good.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But so there's 8 copy abilities in the game, and there's 6 animal buddies in the game, and each animal buddy has their own version of a copy ability, which means there is effectively 56 copy abilities in the game, which means most of them are bad. They're like just not good for an attacking, or just do something insane.
Are they funny at least?
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Like, you have this little bird who's kind of remote controlled. Yeah, and when you get the ice power, he turns into a snow cone grinder, and Kirby cranks his head.
Yeah,
and he spits out ice.
No, that's the thing. Like, every animal combo thing is an amazing bit you would see in Nietzsche show.
Yeah, it's an amazing animation.
As gameplay, kind of shitposty, actually.
Yeah, it looks very pretty, and the final boss is kind of the exact same final boss as Dreamland 2, but with one additional phase, which isn't very difficult, and it doesn't have a whole lot of health. It does have the really freaky possessed DDD, though.
Yeah, he's great.
Where he grows a mouth on his stomach and gets one giant eye because he's possessed by dark matter.
Huh.
But yeah, Superstar and Adventure are the 2 winners so far. We'll find out if Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, can step to those 2 on Saturday when I play them.
You know, there's a Kirby Superstar Ultra.
Well, yeah, it's on the DS. I'm not going to... If somebody wants to give me a 3DS capture unit, like mail it to me, I will do all kinds of fucking bullshit for you.
Oh, really? One moment. What was it? That also has retro achievements. The DS is supported by retro achievements, which is weird. I did not expect that, which means you can not only get a mastery in Kirby Superstar, you can get a mastery in Kirby Superstar Ultra.
I actually did say that I might emulate the DS ones just to see how it does. I'm even going to try the 3DS ones with full frontalness. Like, we're going to see how much this works, because I played Kirby Triple Deluxe, the first 3DS one. We're going to see how much of this shit doesn't work.
Yeah, what did I try? I think it was Pokemon is what I tried on Citra forever ago, and I was like, holy shit. No.
It surely is better by now, but
it's
I don't think probably isn't that much better.
It's done with development by now because of Nintendo. Yeah. As far as I know, that was in the same wave of getting fucked that happened with what was it, Yuzu and Ryujinx? I think those are the name of the 2 Switch emulators. But yeah, so part of the problem was, what was it? It was shader compilation stutter. The 3DS emulator has shader compilation stutter because the 3DS supports shaders, I suppose. And yep. There's new forks going. Well, that's good. Are they good? Are they good? Anyway,
I'll find out.
Yay! Put the Catboy in the mines. We need to know.
I also at some point this year during some Woot sale or another, I picked up Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, which
oh, cool.
I am looking forward to playing, because that game is good. That is the modern when it came out. The modern successor to Superstar. And I'm really excited to play the Magalore mode they added, where they added like a weird little RPG mode starring the mage-like villain where you can cast his spells.
So this is this is originally the Wii game, and it got ported to Switch?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. It's actually remade. It's not even a port.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. just like Superstar Ultra. Because for anyone who doesn't know, they redid every graphic in that game. Every animation's completely different.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that overhaul's fucking nuts.
And I won't be playing Star Allies even if I owned it, because Star Allies is not very good. And I know it's not very good, so I don't have to play it to verify that it's not very good.
What about Epic
When
Yarn?
I rank,
Yeah, what about Epic
that
Yarn?
wasn't a Kirby game in development, so I don't have to count
But
it.
it is in the box on the shelf in the Wikipedia.
I feel like
That
I
is a
beat that
Kirby
game in
game.
an hour and a half. I think
Yeah,
I
it's
checked
not
it after
very
my job
long.
and
You fucking beat
it.
that?
I think I just beat it. It was like there's
Not very long.
It's not long, and there was literally no difficulty at any moment.
Chris, what about Canvas Curse?
Isn't that the
That's
Wii
too
U
hard
one?
with an emulator.
What about the Game Boy Advance ones?
I am doing the Game Boy Advance one
Okay,
inside
good.
the Mister.
Good, just making sure. I just want to make sure we get the opinion
plan-
on Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
The roster right now is 64, Nightmare in Dreamland, Amazing Mirror, Superstar Ultra, Squeak Squad. Maybe I'll see if Canvas Curse is remotely doable with emulation, because I do think that game's neat. Return to Dreamland, and I guess I'll put on my Fell for It Again award and buy the update for Kirby and the Forsaken, or
Forgotten
Kirby
Lands?
and the Forgotten Land. Yeah, because like, is it
Yeah.
Forsaken or is it Forbidden? Forgotten Land. Because one, I would like to see that game run at a high resolution, 60 frames a second. And two, I guess I'm interested in whatever they made for it.
Yeah, didn't
and then
that come
I-
out
as
this
I
week or
did with-
something?
No, it comes out at the end of the month. It comes
Oh,
out on the
okay,
28th. And then, like I did with Mega Man, I will rank them all for your pleasure. And I don't know, and I intend to keep doing these things where I just play every retro game in a series, and then rank them. Which I could probably turn into videos if I gave a shit, but I'm not going to do that.
Are you doing Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland? The
Yes.
Game Boy Advance one? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But which I might do on Saturday if I whip through Crystal Shards real fast, because I know that game is not very long.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll go. Yeah, let's just do the no fucking runtime N64 special. Here's Yoshi's story.
Oh, right, Yoshi's. I had to like go through in my head like Yoshi's Island is insanely long though. Oh, Yoshi's Story. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yoshi's Story is very short, and that's also on GameCube. It fits right in.
It's on N64.
Oh, sorry, yeah, N64.
Bob, I'm starting
really
to think you're
funny
a fake
how
gamer. Didn't know who Trip Hawkins is. Thought what was it? Canvas Curse was on the Wii U when that's Rainbow Curse.
Oh my god!
Doesn't know which Yoshi games on what platform. Bob, are you a fake gamer girl in disguise?
I am so curious. Dan, can I recommend you have a homebrew Wii U, right?
Actually, no, I haven't had to do that yet.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll buy a Wii U and test this. I really like somebody I can trust to test we found a way to make other DS games work on the Wii U.
Oh, that
other
shit
than the ones
doesn't
they
work.
officially gave you.
No, people.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, otherwise people would use that to play Pokemon all the time. But no, it super doesn't work on the Pokemon games that aren't supported because it's an emulator that works exactly as much as it needs to for the games they shipped. Why else would they put any more work into it?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So Chris,
Yeah, but
you're
that's,
streaming which Kirby game Saturday?
Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards.
And then the Crystal Skulls.
This franchise
I mean, they do
belongs in a museum.
I mean, they do give in Return to Dreamland, they do introduce the whip ability that gives Kirby Indiana Jones' hat.
It's true.
It's getting close.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now, I will be yelling at a white woman in space because we are playing Lifeline.
Professionally.
This in fact is integral and the intended gameplay loop of the game. I have to get her to open the goddamn door. Bob, do you think we're going to be able to do it?
I think we'll be able to do it begrudgingly.
You think we're going to be able to get this? For people who don't know, this game maybe has its... So it literally, you use a microphone, a headset, if you will, in order to communicate with the lady on the space station in order to survive and play the game. But maybe, just maybe, the phonetics of the game were coded for not natively English. So the enunciation we will have to do to be able to beat the game may be a little suspect.
Don't worry about it.
Here's the thing, though. Most people don't realize this. This isn't avenging my youth. I bought this game from an EB Games back in the day. Couldn't play it because I'm not a racist. And I just fucking returned it to the EB Games. I'm like, that shit literally don't work. It never would have occurred to me to try a Romaji type pronunciation.
Right. This is gonna be a nightmare.
That never would have fucking occurred.
Can't believe they released it like this.
I'm like Two-Face in The Dark Knight. I need to die a hero. So even though I got a little racist at the end with the Lifeline playthrough, you all need to treat me like a hero for the rest of time. I'm mortified. I have not played this game since buying it from the EV Games 22 years ago. Going, this shit literally doesn't work. I'm surprised the Douglas, who ran the EB Games, wasn't like, oh, you need to speak English, then it will work for you. Like, he somehow would know that, and I'll be like, Douglas, why did you know that? That guy was a real character. Does he still work at GameStop?
As far as I know, he still works at GameStop.
Works at GameStop. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How does he, like, honestly, I don't know how any person could survive in that organization that long without just corporate bullshit.
Yeah, like
randomly firing.
They even did the thing that's the program that's designed to just make you quit.
Oh, yeah, no, they have institutions.
The store manager 2 position where you manage 2 different stores. They even did that to him and he still works there.
He's too strong to die.
Yes.
He probably has them locked in at some absurd pay thing because he's been there long enough and they're like, God, we just want him dead. Eventually he's going to get shot to death by someone they pay only like $1,000 or with like a $1,000 Amazon gift card. They're just going to go in and shoot Douglas. We're going to be like, damn, I can't believe they did that for only $1,000 Amazon gift card. This was the guy who every time I walked into a GameStop, he was like, ah, yes, your requested set of Barbie games have arrived, Master Daniel. He said my last name, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking kills me. He rolled this joke out like 17 fucking times.
I don't know why.
I don't know why he rolled it out 17 fucking times. Anyways, he let me buy Lupin the Third, so he might be human scum.
Let you buy Lupin the Third and Lifeline? Yeah, things are working, but looking bad.
I think his track record's looking bad, man. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Anyway, I don't have a good transition. I only have bad transitions. That's okay, though. The important part is that we transition to the Pod Lords.
Oh, fuck. The Pod Lords.
I'm not ready for this.
Yes, that's right. The Pod Lords. Pod Lords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro, Rado, Wonderful, Remastered, WTF Spider-Man, Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun, Shiny Mew, Chris C, Horkley Warden Juice of Frost,
Okay.
Cooper Tank. I finally got my Switch 2, although something weird happened when transferring data.
Yeah, you should use that checked out.
I think it's terminal. You're gonna have to kill your Switch 2.
Oh, that reminds me. My Switch 2, I worried just died earlier this week. Yeah, I think Elliot Game did something, and it completely hard crashed in a way I couldn't get it to turn back on. And had to go to the website, figure out what happened, and how to do a full
Did you get it to come back on?
I did get it to come back on, luckily.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if that demo did it. I can't imagine like compliance is stringent on demos.
Right.
We're going back to the PS3 era, baby. New update, slight chance it'll kill you. Indigo, it's okay though. You can look at JPEGs now.
I don't want to have to call it to be like Elliot Game killed my Switch too.
Now, Dan, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the way you said that, I thought you were quoting Avi.
Avi Arad?
No, Avi Mighty Number 9.
Oh my God! From Mighty Number 9.
It's
just in.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
They found him. Indigo Sykes. 40 plus DuckTales appreciator. Gaijin. Foul Mr. Mime.
Oh, that's no good at all. I don't like him having fucking compound eyes. Take it away.
Yeah, no.
Why do his hands look like they come with accessories?
His hand is a fidget spinner. Shinji 16 hopes Oscar's Malafas or Ultra Proprietor's Brawler, the YouTube timestamps legend, is having a wonderful day. He's going to do great. This is going to be such a short episode. It's going to be perfectly fine. Armor Raccoon!
Huh.
Is it a Tekken character?
Yeah, I guess.
He looks real strong.
Is Armor King heterochromatic?
I think he has a glowing red eye, singular, in some instances. Sarah Lane. Timothy Fister. The Hard M. Bearded Joe. This baby girl so sad they call him 007.
I love him. He's deeply mentally ill, yet at the same time loves My Hero Academia. It's so accurate.
Cleo Chrome. The hot new isekai. Reborn as a Catman with a cheat dolly that lifts the heaviest water heaters from the deepest basement.
I wish I had a cheat dolly.
Damn, nice jeans.
Yeah, why are they... Why am I in ripped jeans?
You look like a Silicon Valley guy making a presentation. Insanely nice jacket. Jeans. Or me during game events. Sometimes you just need to cause problems while being dripped out. Oberon from FGO lives by this.
Why'd you post a member of Organization 13?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't even know if this is some actual art of Oberon or they literally put his face onto somebody into some like art of Organization 13. I don't know. It could go either way.
Virmvarm. I woke up with a Charlie horse again. Fuck!
Cool.
Nursery rhyme. Put that down. Oh no. Different dimension savant Kepler.
That's a bow.
I think it's an iron. You know, for ironing clothes.
I think it's a guy.
No, that's impossible. Dot.
Oh god damn it.
Come on.
Very classic.
The face is the reaction the audience also gives this pod lord.
Where's the crest? That's all I can say.
I feel like Void Kong would be a much better option here.
I'm sorry. DK's chest with the crest on is killing me. That sucks. Nobody expects the next Pond Lord. The Spanish Inquisition.
Am I crazy or did he do this one already?
No, he didn't do this one.
Okay,
No.
I'm
I
losing.
think you're dying.
Yeah.
I think this is terminal.
This week's Yin post is starting to become a treasured tradition of Big Thing.
It's true.
Cryptid bird. Digital basic. This is a good fit.
Goth.
Gothidal basic. Poke Rio. Just some loser Brago beat.
Yeah, I don't remember this dude at all. He
looks so
sucks.
pitiful. He's almost about to cry in that picture.
I'm one man and I cannot be defeated.
Brago uses gravity too, so he probably just gestured and that dude got crushed into nothing.
And Vada Huff. Thank you very much to our pod lord.
Thank you, Bob Lords.
Thank you, Pod Lords.
And if you'd like to become a pod lord, oh geez, yawning. You can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits such as early access to chugging bleach and other things when we sort out release schedules, perhaps. Extended content for shows we do, such as extended gamer premonitions and extended armchair devs, and also uncensored versions of armchair devs and gamers go to the movies, and presumably other things when they launch will also be available uncensored to patrons. You also get a patron-funded show one a month, either a public show where we watch a horrible thing and patrons get a commentary track, or a private thing where you get to vote and we watch a good thing and discuss it. We might have watched the most incompetent movie we've ever seen today. Maybe not the
It's true.
worst,
Right.
It's true.
but the most incompetent.
Possibly the most insidious.
And yet, yes, this is a real Hollywood production that I would say is more incompetent than any Channel Awesome movie.
Please be excited.
Except maybe Kick-Ass. Yeah, that's pretty primitive. that's more like an internet video, which I get they all are, but there's like tiers.
There are tears.
And an entire movie called Isolation 119, a delightful film that is more competent than the movie we watched today, that is about a man going to Thailand to solve the mystery of how to get a tax write-off on your vacation to Thailand. It is a full feature-length film featuring ghosts, Organization 13, League of Legends, and a crazy guy, and a guy that looks a lot like Phaelus.
It's true.
Only available on the GigaBoots podcasting Patreon. That's patreon.com/GBpodcast. And if you don't have any money, it always helps us immensely to tell your friends. Rate us on Thursday. Rate us with a T on your podcasting app of choice. And leave a comment and subscribe if you're listening that way right now. Patreon.com/GBpodcasts.
We've got news.
We do, but there's you know what we don't have?
What do we don't have?
The industry burning down. No studios were closed and nobody was fired this week.
As far as we know.
As far as I know, I did check the spreadsheet, but the spreadsheet very often updates with things that have no source, so I can't verify them, so I do not put them in news.
I mean, we can jump to what would have been in that slot before we get into other news. That sounds pretty good.
Sure. Shocking no one. Contraband is canceled. I'm pretty sure we said this during the last big Xbox blow up thing.
I think we've been saying this every 6 months at least.
So here's
for
what
years.
I think. Here's what I think. I think they did layoffs around January that a leaker pointed at Contraband and went, literally the people from that studio, and they have not announced it's canceled.
Mm-hmm.
It was sometime this year that the layoffs happened that everyone just went, hey, the studio that's making that just had a lot of people fired. This update is absurd because they go, we've been developing with them over several years, this Contraband game. We've decided to cease development and reassess seeing the path forward for Contraband. I'm like, what are you doing? Just cancel the game.
No, there's obviously some incredible underlying thing
Value
about this game.
in the name Contraband.
Yes.
Or they might have just done so much work that they're like, does anybody want to pick up publishing? Does anybody want to pick up publishing so we don't just throw all this shit away?
I'm curious what they even came up with, because that trailer showed us nothing.
Literally,
It like the only it presented the image of like a heist game,
They're like, you co-op and shoot, and there's a heist. Tell me how many games that could describe right now, and in the 4 years or 5 since it was announced, Chad.
God, that was announced back in the
I think it was
2020,
2021, but it may have been 2020.
It's been so long.
Man, I wonder why I was shit-talking that trailer then.
Right?
Man, do I get a reward? Is there a reward for, like, being right about all these CG trailers for Microsoft? Anyone going to treat me to Cookout for this? There was a game I was like, we need to cover again. Oh, Death Stranding 2. Does anyone have a copy of Death Stranding 2 they're no longer using and want to send to the GigaBoots P.O. Box? Make sure you let someone know if you ever send anything to the GigaBoots P.O. Box. We have to, like, show up and grab it during daytime hours because they suck. GigaBoots is always welcome at Cookout. That's not true. We showed up there one time 40 or 50 minutes before close, and they were like, we don't got milkshakes. We're like, okay. Well, I'll get a burger. They're like, we don't got burgers. I'm like, motherfucker, what do you mean you don't got burgers?
There's no burgers. Burgers are gone.
Burgerless! Your reward is being told you're crazy until it happened. That is not a reward. And I'm also tired of it. I got that too many times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they fucking just canceled it.
Such a valuable IP.
Stop wasting our damn time.
But insiders rushed out again to say, OD is still not canceled, we promise.
Yeah, weirdly enough, that came out again, that people are being told by their sources at Microsoft that OD is not canceled.
Great.
Are these the same source? Are these the same journalists who would have reported Contraband's most likely canceled anytime by now? Did they do that even once? That would certainly raise their credibility if they could point that out.
Right. Yeah.
They're Dan, I'm sorry. They're gonna cancel Fable. That shit ain't coming out.
Good.
At least they got to
Good.
the
We've
point
reached that point. We've reached acceptance.
We've
gone
reached
through
that
the stages of grief. Dan went through the stages of grief for this game without it coming out.
Yes.
Yep.
They showed a lot more Fable than they had ever did of Contraband, though. They even put
That's
out
true.
that tiniest snippets
Gameplay
of
alpha.
gameplay that
Which could have all been fake, like Perfect Dark.
oh yeah, because you wouldn't even fake this.
It didn't look very
it's
good.
so incomplete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like Blades of Fire.
It looked like around the same level as when we saw Dragon Age like 3-4 years ago.
Looked
When
a
it's,
little
like,
bit
test
better than
environments.
that. Looked a little bit better than that.
No, it
least-
looked thinner than that. Like a lot thinner. Like
Like the graphics are less done than, or the graphics are
more done
than
than they were in
Fable.
Dragon Age, but the gameplay is
But the
really not being
animations-
shown off and shit there.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I said it looks like Blades of Fire.
yeah,
Blades? Fire.
Fire.
No.
I watched the pitch meeting for the Minecraft movie because, of course, Chris and I seen the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
It was the only pitch meeting where I'm like, I just need this to end.
How do you have a pitch meeting for Minecraft? You say, here's my pitch for a Minecraft meeting, and it's just a drawing of everybody covered in money. Like, that movie could have been anything and made $1 billion, and it was.
The opening 3 or 4 jokes are about literally, so you know how we put this star from this and the rock in a thing and it was video game? What if we did that? What if we did? And then, yeah. So the whole thing is about how cynical and safe and whatever it is. However, there is the one amazing joke, and this should prepare Agar and Bob for their further journey in the future. Where the guy who's receiving the pitch for the screenplay just goes, wait a second, who's the main character of this? Is it the boy? And he's like, they all are. And he's like, oh, Jesus. They're all the main character. Cool. Every last one of them. Anyway, Chris, let's move on to our next news. How do you see yourself using your computer in the future? Because Microsoft has some opinions about how that might go for you.
I see myself using Linux with Proton.
I'm literally seeing some of the people who worked on... I'm seeing a guy who worked on Pixel Jack shooters 1 and 2 post on Blue Sky. He's like, I'm the #1 Linux hater, and they literally are just trying to get me to leave Windows. They
Yeah.
are doing their absolute best.
Yeah.
Microsoft insists that by 2030, you won't use a keyboard and a mouse anymore. That will be as alien to you, alien to young people, to Zoomers, as which I think as using a DOS command prompt. Like, no, it won't.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
No, that won't happen. You are a fake company. I am now convinced that anything any Microsoft executive says came from Copilot.
Yeah, I mean, when we started having
They
voice
asked
commands
Copilot, what will Windows be like in 30 years? I mean, in 5 years.
Bobby, you were saying?
I was just saying, when we got voice commands working on phones, that means no one ever touched their phone again, right? Like touch interfaces just isn't a thing now, right?
Oh yeah, no, because we got the AI. It's in the phone,
Yeah.
so we're good.
This is exactly like, it's just the Kinect again. It is just the Kinect again. No, you'll use your voice and gestures and touch screens. You won't need to type.
It's the
like,
future.
You know what I can't do with voice commands? Fucking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah, you just tell the AI to do it.
Which will definitely work once all those data centers get torched by people who realize that spiking their electrical bill. Here's a gamer premonition. Here's a 2030 premonition. By then, there will have been at least 3 arsons on those data centers from people in the area, because it's like, my house keeps browning out in the summer.
Oh, that would rule.
AI will collapse because anybody working in it becomes genuinely unsafe.
Yeah, I thought they're still trying to do this AI push, and by 2030, it's like, dude, it feels like we're at critical mass now.
I mean, this shit isn't real products.
Right.
That's the thing. In the internet bubble burst, the dot-com burst of the aughts in late 90s, there were absurd businesses being started that still had products. We have a thing where people don't have products now.
Yeah.
They're just lying about products.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like, no one's actually going to be able to do this. So it's so fucking stupid that they put out a whole video. They put out a whole video.
Oh my god.
That's why they're getting bullied this hard.
Yeah, if they just put a news post out, no one would have seen it.
No one would care. The Xbox does that all the time and no one cares.
Right?
We keep bringing it up, but literally boycotting Xbox itself may be the most moot thing possible because their brand is completely dying at the same time as the boycott.
Right.
It's so hard to measure if it did anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a factor of division that's never made profit ever.
Right. So what are you going to do? Make it not have made money continued? That's the trend line. That's why they're clearly shutting the shit down and trying a last ditch effort to, and we're moving on to a little bit of my news. We had leaks from Moore's Law is Dead, and other sources have confirmed Kepler L2. This is mostly building on leaks we've had so far on what the PS6 and the next Xbox are looking to be. The next Xbox is looking to be as powerful as a 5080. Presumably, it's supposed to come out 2 years from now on top of the PS6. But
that's not what they said. You fucking lied.
1, that's not what they said. 2, we already had leaks talking about they might want to rush out before Sony in order to have an advantage.
I mean, at the end of their summer showcase, Phil Spencer said, we are shipping an Xbox next year.
Yes.
That was in no uncertain terms. So either he was just lying, and I don't see why he would lie. I mean, I see why he would lie in general. I don't see this specific form of lying is insane and benefits no one, not even them. Or things went that bad in a month.
Yeah, it's like it's been 2 months.
People. So the idea is it's supposed to come out next year, but it might slip to the year past that. This thing's going to be $1,000 based on these specs.
This thing is going to be borderline non-existent. You're gonna have to order it from their website. No store is gonna carry it. I'll be surprised if Amazon carries it.
An interesting thing about this is based on what Digital Foundry said, and I haven't looked more into this aside from that. It looks like the design of the APU is bizarre in that it seems like the GPU part is easily excised and swappable in a manner. So the idea is they might, and this is Digital Foundry theory crafting on why it would be designed like this, because there's got to be a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It may actually every year or couple years just have a new model with a higher end GPU.
Right, yeah, they're not gonna do that. Now, Dan, here's a theory. Here's a Chris theory on why that's the case.
Real quick on that, Bob.
I just want to confirm that doesn't look like anything they can swap out on the user end.
No, it's not about that. It's about having new models.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the end user replacing.
Right.
It's Microsoft, can change the APU design to swap out GPUs, which is a very weird thing. That is not normal. That is fucking bizarre. Chris, what's the Chris theory?
Copilot told them to do it. There's not any actual reason that's in the design, but Copilot told them to do it. If Satya Nadella talks about how he has 6 AI advisors. 30% of the code is written by AI. Somebody asked Copilot what Microsoft game they should cancel and got back Contraband. There is no reason to think it isn't involved on the hardware side. On the hardware development side.
Heck, we've
none
even
at
heard
all.
about them firing a lot of people from the hardware side earlier this year.
Yeah.
Truly
This thing's going to start
company.
house fires. This is the first thing where Dan, who loves sticking his hand in the fucking Dune pain box, is just going to look at this thing and go, "No, there's no curiosity to be sated."
I worry our audience will care immensely. And it's like, guys, are you ready to raise $1,000 plus our self-employment margin plus our income tax margin? Are you actually
Plus
ready for
games.
that?
This is
Plus games.
It's going to somehow look like that Homer car.
Yes.
Like it's just a gigantic box with random things stuck onto it. It's like, yeah, AI said they should have that.
Well, the value of the Series X has only gone up. We should
true.
just sell it right now. And then when the new Xbox comes out, we get that with the money we got from selling this now, because it's
I need to
Yeah.
fucking play those Final Fantasy games so I can just get rid of this piece of shit. I need to stream all the Call of Duties that are on that platform and just go, okay, now I can sell this and never think about the Xbox ever again. Chat, dear listener, here's how bad it's gotten. I look at a game that I could play on Game Pass and I go, I'd rather buy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather pay more than have to play it on the Xbox because if I ever want to play it again, well, then I didn't own it.
No.
I had Game Pass. So I just have to buy it again anyway. So why don't I just only play games I think I might like enough to buy?
Yeah, at that point,
Go fuck yourself, Avowed.
That is the play that makes sense, yeah. We also got more information, even more things confirming, exactly what I keep saying. There's a PS5 portable coming around the same time, like literally right on top, maybe a few months later, as the PS6. This is their paradigm going forward. There were some things, I believe it was about the PS6 where it was talking about like 4K 120 gameplay. And I'm like, if it's much more powerful than this, sure, in as much as 120 exists on this, you could boost up the resolution and get closer.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of patents and things, super nerdy shit to go into, about like things that AMD is clearly working on, has patented, and will have in the microarchitecture, definitely. For example, the way Unreal Engine 5 does Nanite is all software based, where it literally is using software to sort through the geometry of things and then virtualize that. It sounds like instead of dealing with the insane overhead of that and all these other shortcomings of such a technology, they have specific structures and things built into the next microarchitecture to smartly do that on the GPU. Of just, this is our quick way of sorting through a hierarchy complexity of geometry on screen, blah, blah, blah. That could be good and result in more optimized experiences, which, God, if I'm looking at AAA gaming right now, I think we kind of need something to change fundamentally how these motherfuckers are running the games.
Yeah, I know. It does feel like
Make them run and not melt.
They need to They need to reassess how everything is working right now, because currently is not. It's not how it should be in any way.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that both of these fuckers have gotten me in a point where I'm like, should I just sell the PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X?
Yeah, like
the PS5 Pro. There's a PS6 coming in 2 years. The PS5 Pro is the possibly worst, like, upgrade to a console you could have ever bought.
yeah, no.
Of all time.
Once in a while, I think like, oh yeah, maybe if I bought the Pro, then like say Wuchang, maybe that'll run a little better. Or maybe it'll look cleaner. It was like, that's not worth $800.
It's not worth
Mhm.
$800+ to you? Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Also, it probably wouldn't.
Right.
The
That's
amount
other
of
thing.
games that get buffed up to 60 that aren't there by the Pro is almost zero.
Right. And that game's already running at 80 or so a lot of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's way above 60
so
frequently.
it wouldn't.
So,
It
yeah,
probably wouldn't change shit.
Probably wouldn't.
Now I'm really.
Yeah,
now I'm
that game
really curious.
I'm very curious if it has pisser. Like, I don't think it does, but it'd be
Very
really
little
cool.
does, and that's part of what makes the PS5 Pro such a useless proposition.
Mm-hmm.
Sony was really smart to engineer that, and before they even launch it, realize we're just clearly going to have to go all in on FSR.
Yeah, that's
Cause,
crazy.
Because it took that long for AMD to engineer an FSR worth shit, and FSR 4 actually has research that went into pisser in it.
Yeah.
So it really was just AMD, who can't afford R&D on this tier that NVIDIA does, and Sony that can't invent an API that literally everyone will want to use because FSR is already implemented in conventional and all these other ways.
Uh-huh.
Both coming together to be like, we got to stop fucking around like this. Kind of fucking amazing. Kind of fucking amazing how absolutely garbage the PS5 Pro is. PS4 Pro, you went from a thing that could do 1080p SDR to a thing that could do legit HDR at 4K. And even though it used technologies like checkerboarding and stuff to do it, it looked markedly better.
Mm-hmm.
PS5 Pro, you saw the stream, guys. I don't need to tell you if it looks better. We had people in the room who couldn't tell.
Yeah.
So anyway, if I remember correctly, the PS6 performance will be in line with what is AMD's current high-end, I believe, GPU. So their highest-end GPU will be what the PS6
Okay.
PS6 is
Which-
capable of in like 2 years.
And their highest end has never been like the
NVIDIA high-end?
NVIDIA end where it's like, yeah,
No.
give us $3,000.
It's that one clip. Give me $3,000, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at very least, and also the important thing, okay, is that a PS6 is going to be built from the ground up to have FSR 4. It's not going to have this weirdness with pisser and games not supporting it. And so it'll have a much better image quality than these same games on the PS5 just from that angle of like, that looks much better than the fucking temporal EA and shit.
Yeah.
And it'll have support. Like, if you have a PS6 version of a game, it is not that much to ask that you also support FSR 4. I imagine most that make that leap, that make that specific PS6 version, will do that. So I don't know why I have a PS5 Pro, chat. The only reason to keep it was, well, next year they're going to do the FSR 4 update, and I need to test all the games that support that so we can all laugh.
We're going to have like, oh yeah, they did the update.
It made it worse again.
No, the only 3 games that support it.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. So based.
What if it's also $900? At least it might offer anything for that. The PS5 Pro, in many cases, offers nothing or a worse experience. In some cases, it looks mildly better. The PS5 Pro is the worst fucking... I would rather own a 32X. At least then I could play Knuckles Chaotix. Damn. And also Doom. Like a good version of Doom. Anyway, let's move on. Hey, Bob, I'm gonna snipe some of your news too.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think this got announced while I was asleep today, so I didn't get to. Digital Foundry went fully independent. For people who didn't know, they were owned by a company that was acquired by IGN. So up until just now, they were owned by IGN. They have the rights to all their Eurogamer articles. They're going to build a website for it. They want to staff up for more PC coverage and more retro coverage. talking about it. John Linneman was talking about how making the argument to do the retro stuff and invest in the retro stuff to the shareholders didn't go anywhere anytime they tried.
Yeah, that's so just more of the corporate guy stupid. Which
corporate guys sure be stupid, because guess what, fucker? All those DF retro videos are far more relevant in modern year than any of the games they covered.
Yeah.
Normally.
I don't think anyone with a job should ever have to explain anything to a shareholder.
Fact. Motherfucker, you aren't the ideas guy. You're just some asshole who gave us money. That is on you. We
Right?
don't
Welcome
owe you
to
shit.
assumed risk, you dumb motherfucker.
If the job you're thinking you want is manager or founder, and you're not either of those. You're a shareholder. Shut the fuck up and sit down. Listening to them talk about this is great. They want to hire someone else who's like Alex to do more investigations into PC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hire someone who's like John to do more DF retro and things like that. These are very smart ways to upgrade. I think those are both kind of valuable things to go into. I really just hope, while leaning more into PC coverage, they get a more critical of the technologies they're covering.
Yeah, that is definitely a huge problem over there.
That is the number one problem with them covering the cutting edge.
Which, who knows, maybe if they get even one more PC guy, that one might be more sane and might see what's happening with the games.
Right, or even just go, hey, who's to know for certain that this new model, whether it's convolutional neural network or transformer model, is better in all cases image quality wise compared to the prior one? Which, by the way, it came out much later after that. Yeah, there are just weird soft spots in that where it just causes imaging problems. Fun thing about AMD's FSR4, it's actually better looking than the original DLSS stuff. Like the original, years long, like DLSS version, it just is cleaner in a number of different ways, and it's really nice. And I'm like, good. I'm not enough of an optimist to assume AMD would have made a solution that good by the time the PS6 came out.
No.
So that's good and all. So here's the interesting thing. I am theory crafting. I have not spoken to anyone at Digital Foundry about any of this. This is speculation. Hey, remember that time they uploaded what was basically a Nintendo ad months ago, and then it really didn't go where, and the entire audience was like, don't fucking do this?
Uh-huh.
Anyways, they just became independent. I wonder if that was a snowball
Yeah,
that maybe sent to IGN the message of, we can't operate like other channels, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get...
Wasn't there some huge IGN bullshit earlier in the year, too?
I don't know.
Or within the past year where it's like their leadership changed and now is being way shittier?
No, I didn't hear that, but that's undoubtedly the case.
Right.
I heard they fired really important people for stage events, like live events, right before Gamescom.
Oh my god.
So that's a thing.
They laid off a bunch of people 3 days ago. Ziff Davis did, the owners of IGN.
Yep.
Of course.
Those people are going to be important for the fucking Gamescom coverage, and they're just fucking gone. Geniuses. So anyways, glad Digital Foundry got out. I really do think that, I really think uploading that Nintendo thing was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
If you can't just upload an ad to your channel as a video, then what good are you? And they're like, we're right. You're right. We're useless. Can we buy ourselves from you?
Right. You have to wonder what the tipping point was to let them actually buy this out from IGN.
Yeah, because there's got to be a catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
And I pay pretty close attention to Digital Foundry. I honestly don't see anything else that's as obvious a catalyst as that moment. Yeah. Damn it. You know what my original opening joke was going to be?
What's that?
My original opening joke was going to be continuing the trend of, don't worry, everyone. We have removed Pro Jared from all of our videos, and we're fully independent again. Digital Foundry can only say they did one of those things. You can't trick me. So yeah, that's Good for them. We'll have to see how things go for me. I'm very interested.
I hope that goes well, because that's now a bunch of extra responsibilities on them as well, and obviously that sort of big change is scary for them.
Oh yeah, they seem really excited and pretty like they think it's safe and sound. Honestly,
That's what it sounded like. And like put upload that 33-minute thing.
Oh, so you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing while I was doing the Hollow demo.
Yeah, no. It's funny because Giant Bomb just bought themselves also.
All right.
It's almost like all these dipshit corporations acquired a bunch of things and then tried to ruin them.
Mm-hmm. And had no idea what to even do with them to begin with.
It's almost like no company understands the value of anything they own or what is valuable to anyone or anything about anything.
Yeah, because you have to be in touch with the user base, and the user base is people, and they don't have a fucking clue about that.
You have to be in touch with humanity.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They literally have no connection to humanity at all.
Do you think like the executives at WB are just like stumbling around being like, why didn't Multiversus work? It had so many IPs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why didn't Suicide Squad work? It was a big IP.
Yes.
I guess we have to make a Batman one. That'll work.
You know what? We're jumping all over the place today. We just talked about a story about some people pulling themselves out of the machine.
Uh-huh.
Chris, can you tell us a story about some people getting shoved back into the machine?
Sony is like, yeah, Bungie is no longer independent. We're sucking them into PlayStation Studios. They completely failed, the stay profitable enough and you stay independent clause.
Not surprising, considering everything that's happened with them.
Yeah, if you remove the context, okay? If you remove the context of the last, ever since that acquisition happened, I would be of the opinion that this was a bad moment. But we have had years straight about news about Bungie managers just doing absolutely everything in their power to gas things up, to get a bear payout, to stall things enough, to get out with the payments before things cratered into the earth.
And all of the stuff about, they all just kind of suck and are pests, probably.
Yeah.
It's that's Sony made a terrible decision buying this company. I don't even, I guess this might be a step on making it useful in some way, but honestly, it does feel like just shut everything down. That's how I feel with Bungie these days. I don't even want to see the name around anymore.
We've been hearing this animal mewling on the highway for a while, and I'm glad it's finally. I just don't have to think about it anymore.
To me, the best case scenario for Bungie is Sony is having a coming to God moment with live service games after Fair Games bombs and these other things that bombed, and they make a turn and they start to focus on more holistic games that make any fucking level of sense. Because Nintendo's going to do pretty well continuing to do that.
Right, the Nintendo games will sell fine on the Switch.
Right. But PlayStation needs to come around to, hey, remember when we had profits instead of these really giant cratering games that don't make us any money because they don't succeed at any level, and we spend an insane amount of money making them and they take forever? What if we did that thing we did right before this that was working well? You notice how Death Stranding 2 made money this year and Marathon lost a shitload? That would be the ideal.
Right.
That Sony goes that direction and Bungie gets brought back more into doing that because
they also reiterated that Marathon is not coming out later than March 31st of next year. That delay is 6 months at most. So guess what? They're not going to have fixed shit.
No. Oh yeah, we had time to take out all the stolen art. It's now just blank textures.
Yeah, it's like fucking asset
No, don't worry.
missing.
They'll have the AI fix it. They'll have the AI do it.
That certainly won't steal anything.
No, the AI would never steal.
That would be, with all the layoffs Bungie has had and how everybody there hates it, that would be the most apt finale to Bungie. It's here's our dog shit service game full of AI art, and then Sony wrings our necks.
Yep. So I'm interested in what's coming up for Bungie because, oh my God, everything's been a pest-filled, exploitation-filled, absolute nightmare-filled nightmare for the fucking 3 or
Sell them back to
many...
Microsoft. They're stupid. They'll take it. Call Phil Spencer right now.
Yeah, they will.
Not the pit. It burns.
You could even be like, yeah, don't you want to buy a bad back Halo? And they'll not think about, yeah, we still own Halo.
Show them the completely fake bullshit profit projections that they showed you for Marathon. Just show them to Phil.
So anyway, again, I'm very much against this thing normally. However, Bungie has been the fucking worst they could be in all of these circumstances. So I hope this fixes something. Because, oh man, people seem pissed about that latest Destiny expansion.
Oh yeah, no, nobody liked that.
Everyone
I
disliked
have people say
that.
that it basically has no content and shouldn't have been called an expansion at all.
And then on top of that, the prior expansion is the one that's like, oh, we're actually tying all the things up. So it's both of those things. It's the follow-up back to that and has nothing. Fucking crazy. Bob, we really need to get on top of our Destiny 2 extensive playthrough.
We do, because it's rapidly going to delete itself. They've already proven that.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move on. Chris, go ahead and just cover your next two stories.
Okie dokie. So PS5 sales reach 80.3 million. This is slightly below the PS4. It was last year it was slightly above, now it is slightly before. Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, that's it. It pisses me off that they're 1-to-1, either be a lot lower or a lot higher, like every other fucking console swapping generation in history, assholes.
It's
you're doing way. If you hadn't fucked up with all these service games, you would have risen to being Nintendo 2 by now.
Probably.
Yeah.
God knows how many games they could have shipped additionally.
This is how good they're doing when their competitor, Xbox, basically dropped out completely.
Yeah.
You don't get to do this again ever.
Yep.
Yeah, I sure hope, like, Sony, you better be prepared for the PS6 to max out at PlayStation 3 numbers. Like, that shit ain't crossing 100 mil.
Chad, you should all give me a copy of Death Stranding 2 for free and a cookout meal. Because who the fuck 5 years ago said this is a great console, it's a strong console, go 10 years, you go any shorter, you're stupid. If they had waited 10 years for the PS6, one, PS5 Pro looks smarter at all because it doesn't get replaced 3 years later.
Right.
Two, your PS6 upgrade gets to be more substantial in an era of diminishing returns.
Yes.
Three, you could expect it to sell better than PS3 numbers. As a person who cares immensely about game performance and visual quality, I cannot imagine a world where enough people care to move from the PS5 or the PS5 Portable to the PS6 anytime soon.
Especially since
number 4,
like, games are gonna target. Go ahead, Bob.
Don't forget number 4. If you would have time to have games come out.
Yeah, because again, games take so long nowadays. Yeah, exactly right.
Like, I think that most things will just target 60 on the PS5 and then 30 on the PS5 Portable. Like, I think that's the direction we're going.
I mean,
so
yes.
what will even be the point of a 6? There won't be AAA games by then. They won't exist. They will be gone.
You want to hear the worst reason for the PS6?
Frame gen?
So hey Bob,
What's up?
there was an interesting comment I heard. I believe it was Alex Battaglia saying in the middle of a giant DF Direct, and I'm not sure most people caught it, what he said, because most people don't pay attention to this thing and think about the implications. But I'm pretty sure he said the way CD Projekt Red got that Witcher demo running at 60 frames per second was by adding a ton of latency to do certain things with the rendering that made it easier.
So the PS6 is so you could play the at all good feeling version of future Unreal Engine 5 games that rely upon those tricks.
I just
Why
won't
does this
play
keep
those.
happening?
Oh yeah, that's the move, right? You save hundreds.
Like, here's another 2030 prediction. A Godot will have kicked the shit out of Epic and Unity.
Speaking of which, I actually have some info on that real quick. I thought it would be
Every
interesting
time
to
Phil
talk about.
Spencer, not Phil Spencer, they're so stupid now. I just mashed them all into one person.
Yep.
Everything Tim Sweeney says about Unreal Engine 6 is how it's gonna be easier to make your shit into Fortnite islands.
No, that's what they're going for.
And And it's like, nobody's going to use that, my man. They're all going to switch to Godot so they don't have to give you any money. This shit's a snowball. You need to be building up as much resistance to this thing as possible now. Because the more it takes off, the more companies use Godot, the more things that are going to go into that open source project, and the more screwed you're going to be.
So, some interesting stats. Game Maker's Toolkit did a game jam. They have been doing it for the last 4 years.
Okay.
In 2021, 61% of games for the game jam were made in Unity. 13% were made in Godot. 9% were made... What the fuck is this engine? I actually don't know. Let me scroll up and they will explain. Other or no engine? Oh, it's Game Maker. That explains why I don't know the logo.
Yeah.
I've never used Game Maker. Okay, so again, that puts Unity far and away number one at 61%, Godot at 13. We fast forward to this year's game jam, 41% Unity, so they've dropped 20 whole percent. 39% of them are Godot. It is 2% lower.
Yup.
We already accelerated that point. And for people who are like, well, what's the sample size? The one 4 years ago was, what was that? 5,000 different games in the game jam. Let me double check. 5,651. The game jam this year has 9,724, so it's nearly twice as many.
Wow.
And it's only 2% lower than Unity. I love every time I hear people say, you know, Godot is just not ready for the mainstream. And I'm like,
It's being used by for Battlefield 6 on the editor side.
apparently,
but
what the fuck
it's
is
not
with
big enough
that?
yet.
I'm still befuddled by that. What is that about? Anyways, this is wild. I would love it if somehow we really could drive Godot to become Blender or better for the game development.
That would be
community.
pretty crazy.
I think, honestly, fundamentally being able to do that is so integrally important to this sort of thing, to the furthering of this industry for individual creators and industry. Worth noting, by the way, a lot of large studios still demand that you not use Blender, that you use Maya, because that's what they always used.
That's infuriating.
It is incredibly infuriating, and people complain, and then the people in charge at those companies go, well, the important thing is that you know how to use the tools that we use.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That makes sense.
So
Don't use the
anyway.
free thing that's incredible.
And it has so many tutorials, so many explanations,
Yeah.
so much support. It's completely free for everyone. No, use the insanely expensive thing. So anyways, I love Godot. God, I love open source game engine
Yeah,
shit. That's awesome.
I really hope this snowballs into being real good, to being just the definitive engine everybody uses.
Yeah.
Last piece of news from me.
Yep.
Smilegate, they are a Korean company, are going to publish A Better Paradise, Absurd Ventures AAA open world game. Absurd Ventures is the studio founded by Dan Houser, who's from Rockstar.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Oh, so he's friends with the Benz.
No, actually, he's deep, bitter rivals with the Benz. But he was
Oh
once
no!
friends.
Did he sabotage Mind's Eye?
Oh my
We'll
God,
never-
he might have.
No.
Well, he
we'll
might
never.
have because this is going to be Mind's Eye 2 if it comes out. This Absurd Ventures was the company that's like, yeah, we're making like 4 things. Here's our fucking Marvel logos for the games we're making.
Oh my God.
It's like none of these are fucking coming out. Go fuck yourself.
By Marvel logos, do you mean they put them all up on an image on a timeline?
Yes, and they were also styled like Marvel logos.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually a Marvel brand thing.
No, the logos just very much evoked that. Like I'll put the first 2 they announced. I think they announced one more at some point. But I'll put the
I think I see what you're talking about. Oh my God. This kid.
like they even formatted as like Absurd Ventures like Marvel on the logo.
Yeah, no, that's the image I was about to show. This is fucking unreal, chat.
Oh yeah, what?
What the fuck are they doing?
American Caper? Okay.
Yeah,
American
not,
Caper in A Better Paradise.
not, American Caper, not at all like Captain America. We're just going to
No.
put the red, white, and blue diagonally through it in some sort of epic font. This is really funny.
Yeah.
Who does this?
This
and why?
this is one of the things. This is going to be a comic, I think, written by Dan Houser.
End a game?
It might not be a game at all. This might be this just might be Dan Houser's version of John Garvin's terrible company. Oh, but issue 1 of American Caper comes out November 12th of this year.
Oh, wow. I love the Absurd Ventures and American Caper have the same trick done to both of their logos of shift the text slightly to the left in a cut. Sir, you had to come up with 3 logos and 2 of them use the same gimmick? What the fuck are you doing?
I know I've seen a logo that looks almost identical to the Absurd Ventures one. Like almost identical.
It might have been Watch Dogs.
It might have been Annapurna for one of theirs.
It might have been Annapurna. I mean, it's just like, yeah. Anyways, keep your eyes out for that. We're moving over to Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going pretty good.
Okay, let's talk news.
We got another Dynasty Warriors announcement.
Which is weird.
Yeah, that's neat. They're going to do some major DLC for Dynasty Warrior Origins.
Did not expect that.
Did
Cool.
not say what it is, just that it's major.
Yeah.
And they're remastering some old Dynasty Warriors game, but they haven't said which one.
So the thought is it'll either be 3 or 4, but it should be 5.
It'll be really funny if it's 2.
I would love it. They do any of them. I'm here. I'm here for it. Because them calling it a remaster just makes me go, so is it gonna look like Origins? Or are you just making a stupidly high? Yes,
Probably.
I'm there. Finally, I can play it, and it will have as many people on the screen in real gameplay as it did in the CG. Do it.
Yeah, no, I would love how just more traditional style Dynasty Warriors that looks like the new ones. Because, man, I like the new game, but I don't like the Wanderer or whatever he's called that much. I want to play as, like, these iconic characters.
Actually, his name is the Colossus.
Yeah.
Edgar, are you okay? Something made you sad?
Everything's fine, dear.
Okay. Why haven't you touched your food?
Everything's fine, dear.
Bob, you can't leave. I'm worried he's going to beat me.
Don't you talk to him.
In other weird industry things, Embracer Free Mode, which is one of the
Please
like
don't.
12 different companies they exploded into.
Please don't call. Anyways, go ahead. That's a terrible name.
They established Red Octane Games.
But Red Octane already existed.
No, it's different. This is a new game. This is a new studio.
Is it really a new name if you just take Red Octane as 2 separate words and make it one?
It was one to begin with, even in the old logo.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I think they added games though. I think before it was just
Yeah,
Red
it was
Octane.
just Red Octane. Okay, so for people who don't know, that's the people who handled Guitar Hero originally.
Right, and they do the designs for controllers.
Yeah, they handled like the engineering and all that. I watched a video from the guy who engineered that exact controller and then laughed over how bad the reliability rate was on the Rock Band controllers.
So they actually did get some people back from the Guitar Hero and DJ Hero days.
That's crazy.
Right?
Oh my God.
Studio is head by Simon Iberge? Maybe?
I don't know.
Who's the former production director of several Neversoft Guitar Heroes, and also the studio head from Vicarious Visions.
Chat? Their game will be announced in 2025. Chat? Original founders of Red Octane, Kai Huang and Charles Huang, will be on a special advisory panel. Chat. Embracer's next bet is bringing back rhythm games. This is fucking awesome. This is such a funny bet to make.
Who owns Rock Band? Activision?
A little company called Epic Games.
Yeah, I decided it should be a Fortnite map.
Yeah, nobody plays that shit in Fortnite. This is the best opportunity you've ever had to bring back a game like Guitar Hero.
It's true. Their rates in Fortnite are really low.
Right.
Undoubtedly, but
Nobody plays any like that island shit does not have nearly like Tim Sweeney's delusional if he thinks that shit's gonna like islands are gonna start competing with real games. He's fucking mental.
Everyone at that height in a company is fucking delusional, especially in tech companies.
He's probably talking to an AI that's telling him all sorts of stuff.
So anyways, that's exciting as hell. I'm very excited for Red Octane Games to ship something because honestly, they make reliable guitars that don't break very fast. They had some good engineers. I'm interested in what Embracer's going to do.
They put out a video where they had seemingly influencers talking about this new guitar and like how great it was, and they just were waiting for a game to go with it. And I couldn't find any information about this guitar. I'm like, is this made up?
I think I saw, what was it, John Juando in chat. Yeah, I have their new guitar. It's great.
So I guess it's real.
Can you post a link to that new guitar? Because I do not believe I have their new guitar. Why do I not have their new guitar? How much does their new guitar cost?
Right. Like I was looking everywhere for this thing. I couldn't find it. Like none of the news articles about this being established had it.
You said the words new guitar enough times that it sounds like a candy bar themed Pokemon now.
Yeah, he's a musketeer filled with nougat.
Apparently, if I pre-order now, it comes out, it will arrive between August 9th and 15th. It costs $125. It says it's multi-platform.
Man,
it looks like a Guitar Hero controller instead of a Rock Band controller, which is probably preferable.
Yeah, no, just seeing the mess with it in the video, I was like, man, that thing sure is nostalgic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Compatibility.
But I don't like that it looks like the like Guitar 3 ones that go from that acoustic look.
I'm losing it, dude. Compatibility. PC handhelds, Switch, Android devices, PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3?
Key Jam mode 9, unlocks compatibility with Fortnite Festival and Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PS4, and PS5. What the fuck is Key Jam mode 9?
Right?
All right. Okay. Let's move on.
Sure. Genshin Impact is going to drop PS4 support August 2026. So that's about a year from now. They said due to limitations related to hardware performance and platform application size.
I might go back in for whatever they release after this. Just to see, like, what did you have to end support for the PS4 over?
Yeah, because it's still going to be on phones and stuff, so it feels weird that you're...
I assume that they'll just be like, these phones no longer work.
So, it was brought to my attention by my friend Masumi.
Okay.
A thing many people may have forgotten. You know, they announced a Switch version of Genshin Impact years ago?
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Did they? That shit ain't coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be Switch 2
clearly not coming out. It's got to be Switch 2 now. I compared it when Microsoft announced Microsoft Flight Sim for Xbox when the only Xbox in the market was the Xbox One and it never got Flight Sim.
Right. But yeah, they're gonna do a rollout of parts they shut down. So in September 10th this year, it's going to
1 month from now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be removed from the PlayStation Store for new purchases. You can still re-download it if you want. February 25th next year, they're going to turn off all in-game purchases, and then it just fully shuts down completely. Can't play it anymore. August next year.
Yep.
Which all this your stuff does transfer to the other versions, at least, like be it PlayStation 5 or PC or whatever. It's all connected. Still sucks though.
Yeah, it seems like this is the exact genre of game that struggles on a hard drive.
Right.
So it makes sense that at some point they want to push something that's not really feasible to keep doing there. Also, we just covered there are 80 million players on PS5. I imagine the vast majority of their player base moved on to that, or even maybe PC.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And like this is a pretty good length of time before they do that. Like that's even longer than between that's about the same length of time that Final Fantasy XIV was supported on PS3 when they were like, this shit is now on PS4.
Yeah. At least they gave us a decent heads up. Some of these
full years
will just be like, no, it's gone. 1 month, sorry. Oh God. So the
We should have
release.
put this earlier.
I should have. I'm sorry. I forgot this came up.
I should have transitioned to this. Should have transitioned.
The release date of the ROG Xbox Ally leaked. According to Bill Coon.
Bill Coon. Yeah.
Bill Coon.
Yeah.
Who's pretty reliable.
Yes.
It's going to be October 16th. So that doesn't matter. Who cares? This sucks. But that means Silksong should be out by then. Yeah, you can release it in Trash Portable. Literally, no one on Earth will play, and the people who do will have a terrible experience. But what really matters.
Yeah, what really matters, Bob.
Uh-huh.
1 second, I'm looking up the price again because that leaked too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I think they were saying. Yeah, it's gonna be hundreds, probably like way higher hundreds.
Well, yeah,
It's
that
okay.
makes sense.
Maybe it's gonna be better than the Steam Deck. Maybe I should sell my Steam. Bob, what's
Sure.
wrong?
Yeah, it'll be great. And Windows Portable, it's going to be better
I
than
mean,
the
it's
Steam
an
Deck.
Xbox. They said it's an Xbox.
Yeah, it'll stream your Xbox games.
Chad, it's an Xbox.
This thing is not going to play a single
recent
Xbox
leaks,
game on it.
Recent leaks suggest it will be 600 euros for the base model, which would be 650 here, with the higher end model being 900 euros, which is closer to $1,000.
That's not even the same
Microsoft's hardware is
ballpark.
all going to be bougie shit now. Like they're not going to make hardware for normal people.
Nope. Somehow
And normal and normal-ish people were all the only people still left on Xbox, so they're screwed.
Yeah, somehow they transitioned from we're a good gaming brand to we're the cheap asshole gaming brand
Or
to the we are now the bougie boutique gaming brand. All in like they did that transition across all three vectors in what, 10 years? Good job.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
Uh-huh.
Staring
Massive profits just going to come rolling in now.
I'm seeing people in chat say, staring daggers at the people who looked at the Xbox handheld and said, Microsoft are so smart. Yeah, they're terminally Steam Deck brained.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand what's different about these two things.
No, not at all.
Oh, boy.
Man, there's no way that there's any sort of performance or any optimizations that are happening by October.
No, they got this.
That'll
in
make
1
that-
month, they'll get all of Windows operating in an ideal and optimized manner.
It'll be slimmed right down. Hey, I'll tell them what to remove.
Yeah, it will. And then they'll do it. Or else they're fired.
Well, we had some good Xbox moves.
Okay.
Not really Xbox at all, but they get to
But it's a
seal it
creature that
now.
lives inside of Xbox.
Yes. Heretics and Hexen are getting remastered by Night Dive. And that's actually out today. It's already out. Or if you own those games on Steam already, you just get this for free. So
Which
I
is
already
cool,
got it.
because I already got it. There we go.
It's also coming to consoles, which I believe also the same day. I was able to check before coming here. But yeah.
Hex and Heretic are pretty cool. This includes Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders, Hexen Beyond Heretic, Hexen, Death Kings of the Dark Citadel, and 2 new episodes made by id Software and Night Dive, Heretic, Faith Renewed, and Hexen, Vestiges of Grandeur.
It'll be really funny if those two are like just legitimately the best in the whole franchise. Because it sounds like
that would be unfucking real.
Heretic and Hexen aren't actually great games. They just have really cool aesthetics.
Oh, they're fucking awesome aesthetically.
Yeah.
I assume those are great games, and I'm just bad at them. Yeah. I've not recessed Kid Me's opinion on these. I will keep going with these are really cool games. I'm just bad at them.
God, they have a gigantic list of features for this.
You want me to try to?
Go for it, man.
Online cross-platform deathmatch and co-op for up to 16 players. Local split-screen deathmatch and co-op for up to 8 players. Toggleable enhanced Tome of Power soundtrack by Andrew Holschult. which is Dusk and the Doom Eternal expansion, and that one trailer for Doom the Dark Ages,
Yeah,
but
just that
none
one, though.
of the game. Community published mod support with an in-game mod browser, improved performance and multi-threaded rendering supporting up to 4K resolution and 120 frames per second. 1 second. 120? What year is it?
Right?
Bro.
Like, that's really the highest you can
Bro,
go.
LG just released a 720 hertz monitor. You gotta up your game. That's 6 times as high. Anyways, a vault section containing concept art and unused sprites from the development of the original games. Accessibility options such as updated UI, improved legibility, contrast and screen effects adjustments, and text-to-speech features, modern controller support, weapon carousel for faster weapon switching, game balance toggle, original or enhanced, quick save and load support. It did not have that originally.
I guess not.
And people played this?
I know, right?
That's fucking wild. Widescreen support. Many engine fixes for bugs present in original versions, and it's been translated into 12 new languages. French, Italian, German, Spanish, Latin Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Polish, Russian, Japanese, Korean, traditional Chinese, and simplified Chinese.
Yeah, I'm sure that I don't think any of the actual DOS versions of those old games had quick saves. Like you hit the button and it saves. That's only a thing that that's a thing that all the source ports have, but the original versions, no, not so much.
That is wild.
Yeah, because I think
I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited about those new episodes, even if I kind of think Heretic sucks.
We need to do Heretic.
Maybe in enhanced mode.
Maybe we should do a podcast where we talk about Heretic. Aggro, what do you think about a podcast where
I
we
think
talk
that
about
game's
Heretic?
pretty new, so I think we can do it.
I've been pushing for a podcast where we talk about heretics for a long time, but you have shot down all of my pitches about the Council of Nicaea.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like we're not really seeing eye to eye on what I'm talking about when I talk about Heretic. We'll
Yeah, that
touch
would be the
bases
thrust
on
of the
this one.
podcast.
Yeah, well, we're getting 10 hours today, huh? Anyways, I'm jazzed about this. Always am.
Yeah, no, this is cool.
Let's go ahead and move on to the Nintendo Indie World. There's a Minion Hollower demo out today. It's out. It's already out. It's been out. October 31st. Switch 1 announcements. Well Dwellers coming in 2026 as Metroidvania with a bird main character and a creepy painted look. Neverways out 2026. It's pixel art from Celeste and composer of Hyperlight Drifter. It's got life sim. It's a life sim action RPG.
It looks very neat.
Huh.
Visually, it looks very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Herdling is coming out August 21st. Herding-based game we've seen several times.
Yeah, like guiding giant elk sort of things. Not elk,
Llamas?
ox.
They look like Nerfs,
You're
Are
a
you
nerf
telling
herder.
me that we're a nerf herder?
basically.
Huh. Is This Seat Taken is out today. It's a puzzle game about arranging people in seats.
Look kind of neat. Got a nice art style. It's very cute.
I did not realize that it was out already.
Little Kitty Big City update this year. New cat customizations and areas. Then we got the Switch 2 stuff. Content warning, available 2026. Online co-op game about making viral videos. It's also on the Switch 1. Ball X Pit is on Switch 2 this fall. Switch 1, October 15th. I bet that will run at 30 on the Switch 1.
Probably.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon Winter 2025 is an 8-player side-scrolling racing game that is also on Switch 1.
Yeah, all of these basically were like, well, it's on Switch 1 as well. We just wanted to, it's Switch 2 game. Definitely.
Glaciered is a timed console exclusive this holiday. Underwater 3D action RPG. You play as a weird dinosaur bird-looking thing.
Yeah, I actually played this game a long while back because I put a demo on PC. It's really interesting. You go around killing stuff, and then I think that the whole concept is evolving. So it's
like Evo.
Yeah, it's kind of like Evo.
It's kind of like Evo.
And it's all underwater because Evo is also mostly underwater, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's just Evo.
Yeah, it's very much like Evo.
We're gonna need climate change to go forward a little bit more before Evo's underwater.
And then they had a sizzle reel. There were games in it. More importantly, UFO 50 was in it, and it's out now.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that was just in the sizzle reel.
Dude, that should have been I can't believe that's not headlining
I know,
an
right?
event. UFO 50 was huge.
Yeah.
So anyways, I look forward to UFO 50 being on the Switch and yet again capturing the hearts of the retro streaming community. I love Pilot Quest and maybe like a couple other games enough to go back and play it again. Do I want to buy it again? I kind of do, but that's money and I don't want to waste money.
Yeah, I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's $25. No, thank you.
I kind of wish I didn't play it last year.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish I just played it this year on the Switch. That's true. Fangamer is doing a physical version of UFO 50 on a real cart. Well,
Yeah, but that's Fangamer. I don't want to give them money anyway.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
You got Fangamer beef?
Oh, whoops. Fangamer is not the
Limited run games.
limited run games.
Wow, it's almost
God.
like limited run games solely the fucking
Yeah, they did poison the
idea
entire
of
water.
That, yeah, good job, everyone. Yeah, no. Again, would have loved to play it on the Switch. Oops. Oh well, it was a great game. I had a great time. And then speaking of Evo, pretend this happened right after that. Hey,
Okay.
Evo happened.
Yeah, no, Evo was last weekend. Did you know?
If you play fighting games, you probably knew. Not only because there were fighting games there were fighting games announcements there.
By God.
I'm going to be an asshole and do this in a completely random order. Guilty Gear Strive showed off Lucy Edge Runners out August 21st. Version 2.0 of Strive launches in 2026. They teased art of Jam. Kudabera?
Yeah. Kuwabara?
It's almost there.
Curado Berry.
There we go.
Cloudberry.
Oh, really? Is it? Anyways. And RoboKite.
Yeah, it's
I-
RoboKite.
I've seen a lot of people say
it's-
RoboKite. I'm like, is that really what he looks like now? Because it's like some dude with two katanas.
It's Cloudberry because she is named after the band Cloudberry Jam. So when she jumps and says Corrado Berry Jam, it's
God.
it's Cloudberry Jam.
Hey, yet again, I got to use this platform to say, Lucy Edge Runners, you motherfuckers are brain dead.
Yes. God, I hope that 2.0 turns this into a game I like.
I pray for you.
Right? Like, I doubt that's happening, but that'd be really cool.
Invincible versus announces Omni-Man.
Which is like, wait, he wasn't announced yet? Like,
Yeah,
that
no
seems
shit.
stupid.
He was
Yeah,
in
no
the trailer.
fucking
He
shit,
was in
dude.
the
What do you-
announcement trailer.
What are we doing here?
What do you mean?
Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising adds new characters August 5th, as of 2 days ago. Wilness is a Dragon Man. EX characters Grand Jita and Narmaya. I see.
Yeah, Wilness is he's a dragon man who's shirtless all the time. Very ripped.
Yeah, and he has huge tits.
Yeah.
Put id in, you motherfuckers. Put id in. I want id.
One moment.
He's Nero from
see.
Relink.
Oh, no, I
No.
know who he is. I needed to look at Wilness. I see. Okay.
In some ways, looking at him, I feel really bad, but I'm like, he's almost like, what if we made a human version of that little rat dragon that follows you around,
I
but
knew
made
he
him
was gonna say
sexy? And I'm like, I don't know about that.
That's
anymore.
funny.
I knew he was going to say it. Marvel Tokone Fighting Souls PS5 closed beta set for September 5th through 7th. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
I hope
wanna
I can
play
get
that.
in. I signed up
Yeah.
for the beta program on PlayStation, but we'll
Jesus.
see.
Yeah, no, this is important. I want to play that. Fatal Fury City of Wolves DLC character Ken Streets.
Nobody
Not his
cares.
name.
You shouldn't have even had this showcase. The game's dead already.
Shadow
just end it.
dropped.
Yeah, he shadow dropped it. And
Whoa.
for people who haven't checked it out, this is like competing with Street Fighter V's Ken for probably worst looking Ken in a video game.
I have not seen this. City of Wolves. This is my live reaction
Okay.
to how my man Ken looks in City of Wolves. Oh, is that really?
Yeah,
That's
that's
real.
bad. You
That's
should.
real.
They should not have used. They should not have used his Street Fighter 6 design.
Yeah, they can't render beards in that engine, I'm finding out. And what they've rendered instead is a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the word for it.
And they've teased that soon you'll get to see Chun Li. It's like,
I don't want to.
yeah, dude,
Is that a threat?
right?
Chun Li will probably look good because they know people will string them up by their balls if she doesn't.
That is the shittiest looking Ken I've ever goddamn seen.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
it's terrible. like really is just competing with Banana
He
Ken.
just has the shittiest mustache and the shittiest beard, and I hate his design, and he doesn't even look like fucking Ken. His hair is the most Ken looking thing on him. Jesus. That's terrible. That is bad Ken cosplay, is how bad that is. Technically speaking, Street Fighter V Ken looks worse. I will not say elsewise. Street Fighter V Ken looks worse. Let's move on. Virtua Fighter new project.
God, they need to name this thing.
That's the
Stop
title.
it.
Combat gameplay first look, training stage trailer was shown. By the way, Sarah Bryant is in it.
You get to see a new version of Sarah Bryant. Disappointed yet?
She's Sarah Bryant.
It's weird that, like, with Akira, they did a really new take on him and redesigned his outfit and everything. And with her, it's like, yeah, she's kind of just wearing the same outfit, but now her hair looks hyper realistic and not great. I don't know. It's a weird choice.
All of chat has shown up to say that is not Sarah Bryant, that is Stella Bryant, including one who said it with like nerdy glassy emojis afterwards. So they have an opinion on everyone else saying.
Oh my god.
So there you go. That's not Sarah Bryant. That's Stella Bryant.
That's a totally different person. Just wears the exact same outfit and had the same color hair.
And it's so searchable. I literally searched up Stella Bryant and it could not bring it up at all. It just brought up random women named Stella Bryant. In fact, there's no wiki or anything for this. It literally just looks like Sarah Bryant. I don't know what to tell you all. They show a character. They say it's Ken. It doesn't look like Ken. They show a character. They say it's not Sarah Bryant. It looks like Sarah Bryant.
Right? What's happening at EVO?
Tekken 8 is launching Armor King on October 16th. They also announced new fighter Miarizo, or Zoo, launching this winter. They're from Madagascar.
Yeah, apparently some Madagascar fighting style.
Dope. Street Fighter 6. Sea Viper. Swimsuits.
This doing anything for you?
Anything? Okay.
I think the swimsuits came out. I'm not sure. But Sea Viper, no, not yet.
Any idea when that is?
I don't think they've actually said.
Oh, is Sea Viper Michelle Ruff? I see you, Shark and Chat, saying Michelle Ruff, so yes. That's the full sentence.
I know she was back in Street Fighter 4, but I
Okay.
don't know if she came back.
I actually kind of
hit or
like.
miss.
I kind of like playing a Sea Viper,
Yeah,
even
Sea
though I
Viper's
just
pretty
go,
cool.
"You're just a King of Fighters character."
Yeah, and I think her new design makes her a little less King of Fighters feeling.
Really?
A little.
Yes, I agree.
But she'll still have a very King of Fighters-esque moveset, I'm sure.
They show her in in the trailer, she's like in a data, like a synth throwing like virtual versions of people at the World Tour mode character.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if this might be some screwed up thing where it's like, she is now Gil's secretary.
Hmm.
What was her deal in 4? I don't remember.
She's a government agent for America, I believe.
Okay, so that's very much the kind of thing that you could end up like she was actually manipulated by Gil the whole time.
Oh my god. Yeah, she seems cool. What else do we got? Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Celeste adds Izumi on August 18th. She fights with the giant ghost fish. I see a note here that says it looks like a Siamese fighting fish.
Yeah. Kind of neat, I guess.
And Capcom Fighting Collection 2 title update launches today. Alpha 3 uppers getting features from the max version, specifically Ingrid, Maki, Yoon, and Eagle. It's the game mode select. Plasma Sword has more training mode features, and there are more songs and art added to the gallery.
That's cool. I wonder if they'll do like updates like this for... I guess they already did one for the Marvel one, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's neat. I like to see these things get more expanded out and more full featured. I mean, you should add in Rival Schools 1. Why wasn't it there? I know that's a whole different
Yeah, that
game,
is weird.
but come on.
It's okay, Bob. We'll get a collection that has that. At the same time, we get a Mega Man Legends collection.
Oh, it's good times. Good times. We can at least be one bundle. It's just really confusing.
We'll just put them in the same bundle.
Yeah, it's like it's got that in Third Strike. It's like,
Oh my god, that's the best collection ever made.
I go, yeah.
Hell yeah, Mega Man Legends 1's 2, the Tron-Bond game, Third Strike. Not the other versions.
No,
Just Third Strike.
just the PS3 version with the online. And, of course, Rival
Rival
Schools
Schools.
1.
Best collection ever made. Best collection ever made. Well, that's going to do it for the news this time.
I guess you could show into JoJo's game they worked on.
Don't you think there might be a rights problem with that?
No, probably
Okay.
not.
Okay, that's good. As I said, tomorrow I'm going to be yelling at a white woman in space because we are playing Lifeline, the PS2 game where you use the power of speech to survive the survival horror. We're so fucked.
Yeah, no, this is going to go great.
This is going to be an absolute nightmare stream. You won't want to miss it. Chris.
I've always wondered if that game specifically is why that genre isn't.
That and they canceled Identity. See, it's spelled like I and then identity, and it was that PS3 launch thing with
Yeah,
the
you were
Spy
plays a
Girls
soccer.
What?
Like, I feel like there's a couple of technologies that sort of missed each other and denied us some of the greatest video games of all time. Like, mix the voice call out control with Eye of Judgment and make me an ARG trading card game that I play by shouting like I'm at an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nobody would do that, though, is the issue.
No,
I'd fucking
sounds
do
really-
that.
sounds
You,
really
I
fun.
feel like you've been pitching this since Eye of Judgment came out.
He has,
And I'm still right.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I pitched that at some point when the Eye of Judgment came out. That is the first thing I thought of.
It's been 18 years. When does it end?
Dustin
The truth doesn't change that fickly.
Chris, you're going to be playing Kirby 64. Is that right?
Yes.
This Saturday over on twitch.tv/Chris Wolfhart.
you didn't bring for the Chris.game
Yeah, have you thought-
$300 domain.
Yeah, have you thought about Chris.game or Chris.gay or Chris.zoo or Chris.
No, I'm happy with chris.wolfhut.art.
Is there a .boots?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I wanted to get .cat, but you have to like apply for it in Catalan, and that seemed like a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Aggro,
Hey.
what are you up to?
Tomorrow I'm finally going to play Mafia: The Old Country, a game that, if you just went by what they fucking said, launched today, but didn't until an hour ago.
Yeah, it's messed up. That's how all of the PlayStation launch dates are organized. Like, it launches 11 p.m. the date they say.
Which is horseshit.
Yes.
Yeah, I also will be playing that since I will pick it up tomorrow at GameStop.
I can't wait to learn about honor, family, and tradition.
And
Wait, that's Mucha Lucha.
Yeah,
you know, there's sure been a lot of discourse about how the gamers are stupid and rate games on runtime, like dollar value versus hours. But like most reviews for this game sure act like it's 5 minutes long because it isn't 400.
Yup.
The top level domain name .boots is previously owned and operated by the Boots Company PLC, a UK pharmacy chain. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
The internet sucks.
Yeah. Remember when it didn't?
A little bit. A little bit.
Good times.
Good time.
You know, we can just turn this into the longest Big Think if we just sit here for 2 hours in complete silence.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Damn it.
I don't know. Like I could pull up a movie and mute my mic.
Yeah, I'll mute my mic and pretend I'm here while I'm actually going to eat something.
The best part is one of the two of them will deafen their headphones but not mute their mic somehow. So we'll be like, no, Chris, they can hear you. They can hear the pornography.
Luckily, when you mute your headphones, it automatically turns off your mic.
Damn. I mean, good.
Cowards.
Why doesn't this shotgun blow my own leg off?
I have a lot to say, and I am not open to feedback.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Big Think Dimension. Thank you all, and good night. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension. Big Think Dimension is possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/gbpodcast, where you can get early access to numerous podcast series, uncensored access to some podcast series, exclusive access to Isolation 119, the movie about a guy who went to a place and then the other thing happened to the other guy, or maybe it didn't. It probably did. I'm still not sure. Patreon.com/gbpodcast.